Hello, chat.
We're back, baby.
There we go.
Jaunty music.
Yeah. Tried to find something that would work neutrally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's actually the song for Zombie that I got. Or Zobi. Happy Saturday.
There it is
everybody.
again. Panic gloves. Rock. Panic gloves. Helena. Panic gloves. Revolution.
Revolution. Yeah, I whooped that motherfucker's ass.
You pantsed the man. You pantsed him.
I took his toys and I pantsed him.
See, that discount is still missing its S. No, it's so much of a discount. It even takes away the S in discount.
It's die count, like Viscount, but with dice.
Exactly. You're the count of dice now, chat. Congratulations.
So how's everybody doing? Welcome to the Prince Division, everyone. We should probably do introductions before we blow through too much of our time here.
Also, you're popping a little bit, Connor, just as we got started here.
God dang it!
Fix it,
Probably
fix it, fix it, fix it,
It's
fix
probably
it.
fixed now. It's probably fixed now.
Yeah, it sounds better.
Edward Bosco, where can they find you?
Hi. You can find me at EdBoscoVA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on twitch.tv/EdwardBosco.
Excellent. Arkolf, where can they find you?
You can find me on twitch.tv/Arkolf and on Twitter at, Arkolf.
Woo. Sarah, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. I have no shilling today. I've shilled everything I can think to shill.
Oh, wow.
Oh, well, the season 2 of Hello Kitty Super Cute Adventures is coming out next week. Yay!
Oh.
And you're Hello Kitty in that, right?
Yeah, I haven't posted about it yet, but Sanrio sent me like this awesome care package with this like gorgeous like little pink backpack and a little doll and a book of just like 50 years of Sanrio, and I'm just like, I can't even use this backpack. It's too nice.
Oh.
It's so cute.
All right. Monty, where can they find you?
Hi, you can find me at MontyGlue on Twitter, where I'm posting about my protogen head and other things that I'm working on. My cats are one that's really fat and the other one that's really not. You can also find me at twitch.tv/MontyGlue. Couple days ago, we finished the Water Temple. We did it. We ripped off the Band-Aid, and now we can go back to having fun in Ocarina of Time again.
Why do people always get so upset at that temple? It's like you just have to avoid one mess up, but otherwise you just backtrack.
I literally had 2 chat members hold my hand because I kept getting turned around and lost because I'm an idiot. But we got through it, and now we're moving on to, I think, the Shadow Temple? I don't know. I actually had never gotten this far in Ocarina of Time before, so now we're kind of in no man's land. But tomorrow will be Monster Hunter Rise with Connor, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm actually in a game over at twitch.tv/Arcadum. I'm currently in an all Dungeon Masters game with Brent Ultimus, Joe Fudge, Joe Cat, and Shyfree, and it's really, really fun. I've been tweeting about that as well, so definitely check that out. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Woo. And you can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tomorrow, I will be playing Monster Hunter with Monty.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Actually been having a lot of fun playing it solo as well, which is a first for me.
This solo is actually not that bad. It's actually
fun. It's really fun. You get those unique monster intros as well.
Mm-hmm.
other than that, playing Warhammer Tabletop on Tuesdays, playing basically whatever I want on Fridays. Played some Valheim with Laney Pator and Boobs McBalrog. That was a lot of fun. And Saturday, I played through the Yakuza series. Other than that, please be sure to check out the Dead House Sonata. As you all probably already know, it's the 6-player action RPG where you play as the dead to fight the living, the spiritual successor to the Legacy of Kain series, and it's going to be one dang good ARPG that has a lot of community-driven content, and it's a game where your choices actually do matter, and they're not just saying that. Your choices will matter, and they will affect the game as it goes through different sort of ages or seasons. And you can find information about that. Right? Nope, that's the wrong link. Right at that link that the Nightbot just said, so I'll paste it again. Just for the... Yeah, there you go.
we have a command for it now.
Yeah. Also, be sure to check out my my DM's Guild as well. Releasing some 5th edition subclasses. Just most recently, I released the Predator Rogue and the Passion Domain Cleric. You can find that right here. I do appreciate reviews, ratings, and comments on all of my stuff, so I know what you guys like, what you guys don't like, and how to make my stuff all that much better for you. Also, look out. Next month, I'm going to be releasing the Hellfire Soul Sorcerer, which deals with utilizing energy from the lower planes to power your spells. It's very interesting. Very weird so far as well, but yeah, that's happening. And last but not least, I'd like to thank our wonderful sponsor for this episode.
Wait. Did our call get a turn?
I think so, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Went right after Bosco.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting notes, I guess, and I wasn't paying attention. I want to make sure everyone's included. I'm sorry. Also, did you say something, Connor, about a sponsor?
Yeah. I think it was Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice. Yeah, there it is.
There's so many dice. There was like just a cacophony of dice.
Look, if we can't show the dice, you are going to hear it with your ear holes.
Die Hard Dice has been absolutely wonderful to us so far. Though we can't show their products, we do use them quite frequently on the Unexpectables, Prince Division, and Gateway. Die Hard Dice has a wonderful selection of all sorts of different shapes, sizes, and colors of polymer and metal dice. Fantastic, interesting products such as the multi-class dice, where you can take 2 sides of a D20 and stick them together. And they make sort of like a color amalgam. It's really cool. They also have dice trays and carrying cases. They have a dice tower available as well. All sorts of nifty dice and dice accessories. You can get it all at dieharddice.com. And if you use the coupon code EXPECTAPR at checkout, you can get 10% off your whole order. And some of that money gets thrown back to us so we can pay Austin. Again, that is coupon code EXPECTAPR. And with that out of the way,
Bits and subs.
bits and subs. Yeah. I think I got plenty of time to read them off as well.
We're so on time.
Yeah. From Gumsy Kind of Guy, thank you for the 13 months. Hi.
Hi.
The Whisper Channel, thank you for the 2 months. Caught you guys live, finally. Yay. Excellent. Draco Choji, thank you for the 13 months. Such a good Saturday to get into some Prince shenanigans. Barbecue Man 101, thank you for the 12 months. Eldritch Horror can't sneak up on you because its loose flesh is clapping in the breeze. Indeed. Dragon God 20, thank you for the 12 months. Destroyer 777, thank you for the 11 months. No message, just did have Sonata pun. N Zombie G, thank you for the 7 months of Prime subbage. Love you all. Have a great session. Twisty the Kitty, thank you for the 13 months. Hype Train. Agent Sly, thank you for the 500 bits. I wonder if there's a D&D-like game in the Prince Division world. Maybe. Captain Actually, thank you for the 13 months. Over a year, hell yeah. Chehalem Froggy's mom, thank you for the 13 months as well. Lucky number 13.
You know her.
Yeah. Blue Kios 445, thank you for the 13 months in a row. Ox Factor, thank you for the 8 months. Hey guys, good luck on tonight's session. Also, Monty, you inspired me to plan my own D&D game once things open up again. Think D&D meets Guy Ritchie. I will also drop a new PD tune in a couple of weeks. Ooh, interesting. Looking forward to hearing that. Lucky Dog Chris, thank you for the 12 months. Miss Tweedums, thank you for the 13 months. 13 months. Hopefully nothing unlucky happens tonight. Fusebox 08, thank you for the 13 months. Ty of Nerdlandia, thank you for the 5,000 bits. Hope everyone's doing good tonight. You had me shaking so bad last episode, I actually couldn't type properly at my job, so please don't die. You hear that, Monty? We're going to ruin Ty of Nerdlandia's chances of landing that promotion. If you kill us. Ashandarai 101 or 010, thank you for the 2,569 bits. I'm so hyped. May fortune favor your rolls, brothers. Also, we love you, Bosco. Sloth 0130, thank you for the 10 subs gifted to the community. Dude the Man, thank you for the 9 months. 9 months. And a whole bunch of sexy mofos. Combat Stone, thank you for the 245 bits. Ashandarai 010, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Omen the Gloomy Bunny, thank you for the 11 months of Prime subbage. Woo! Here we go again with Best Dad Elf, Best Dragon, and Best Ray of Sunshine in the Mean Streets. And also Bryant is there. Flustered Bun, thank you for the 200 bits. Work tried to kill me this week. Overworked way to the point where I was pretty depressed. Your streams make me happy and revitalize me. Prince Division, woo!
Be sure to rest.
Yes, don't push yourself too hard.
If
Too many
you don't
fandom.
take a break, your body will absolutely take a break for you.
And if you're being overworked, demand a break.
Yeah.
Too many fandoms, thank you for the 11 months. Viridian Winter, thank you for the 45 bits. Praise be to Kel. Zenlita, thank you for the 300 bits. Watching Connor play Valheim is fun. Not only do we get fun gameplay, but he tells us Norse mythology tales. So we get full Edda's prose saga. Yes, indeed. It's a lot of fun. And I love Norse mythology as well. Mr. Insecure, thank you for the 500 bits. The Prince Division is 3 spoopy 5 me. Sure is. Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the elite bits. Offbreaker John, thank you for the 100 bits. What happened last time in Prince Division? It's been a while. And I feel like I'm suppressing the memory. Can't remember. I think I might be suppressing the memory too. Defective Sheep, thank you for the 13 months. If you could play an army full of robots to fight humanity, it'd be Mech House Robota.
I like that one.
Okay, all right. I'll let that one slide. That was pretty fun. C. Vanders, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Bits to celebrate. I got a 96 out of 99 on my Navy ASVAB test and plan on going into the nuclear field. I hope I won't miss you awesome people too much when I start boot camp. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits, Steve Anders. Good luck in boot camp. Congratulations on that.
Spider-Man by accident or intentionally.
Don't become Spider-Man by accident. Protoss 103, thank you for the 13 months. Probate, thank you for the 13 months of Tier 3 subbage. And we're back. Chief Tomahawk, thank you for the 11 months at Tier 2. Kitty Cat Gundam 81, thank you for the 10 bits. 10 for the Prince Division. Yay. Sergeant Tucker, thank you for the 100 bits. Bounce honk honk. Alexander the Great, thank you for the 13 months. Good luck, guys. You guys are amazing. Dude the Man, thank you for the 100 bits. If Critical Role was selling it, it would be Dead House Bronado.
God damn it, that's clever.
Travis A. Carey, thank you for the 200 bits. Guys, I know it's been said a lot, but please wash your hands, because if not, you might get a visit from the rinse division.
Ew.
Indeed. Nom Nom Goblin, thank you for the 11 months at tier 2. Yay, another Prince Division episode. Monty, are they ever going to find a good place in the Witch Ward? Like a nice tropical bar where they can get a nice dead house colada? Shut up.
Lady Odelia's is pretty nice.
Lady Odelia's is probably the only nice place, honest to God.
Yeah, probably can't get a good cocktail there, though.
No.
Free Shavakadu, thank you for this, for gifting a tier 1 sub to the community.
Free Shavakadu.
Free Shavakadu. H. Loneheart, thank you for the 13 months. If you have a music game where you play as a dub, I've heard this one before. Thank you for the sub though. Dragon God 20, thank you for the 11,504 bits. Have all my bits.
Wow,
I love this
thank
channel.
you.
Well, thank you so much, dude. 11,504 bits. That's very generous of you.
Now we can buy Arcall new food that's fun to try.
You get to try tofu.
What's that like? I've always heard of it, but never tried it.
It's flavorless.
It's flavorless, but if you put it in specific foods, it absorbs the flavor of that food and can be really good. So it depends.
It tastes like whatever you cook it in.
I don't mind
versatile.
So
I
it's
don't
like a
really
filler.
like it. Yeah.
Well, it's protein though. It's like a meat replacement. Really, it's a soy replacement. It's meat, so I like it.
It's
I like the
anything that
texture.
exists.
I like tofu. I like the texture. I've grew on it because I ate a lot of it in university, and I like it in soups and stuff.
It's very wobbly. Infinite Kitty, thank you for the 11 months in a row. I'm almost 1 year old now on this wonderful channel. Wait. Lasume the robot.
Like, whoa, you're
no, that's
really
what it's
smart.
That's what it says. Lasume the robot, thank you for the 11 months. Hello all. Hope everyone is being a good bean today. And I believe that's it.
Okay, awesome. You guys good to begin?
Yes.
So, when last we left our officers, that's not what I wanted. I'll do this because it's pretty tense right now. So, when last we left our officers, you guys are currently on case number 0866, no witnesses. You guys have discovered the dead body of Cody Mason, murdered under extreme circumstances. After investigating the body, finding a 2-pronged injection bite site, and speaking with vampires and the forensics division, you guys have now been chasing the lead of your only witness. After entering the crane yard, you made your way to try and find a synagogue, a monk studying place to the 4 elements. While making your way through the city, you were accosted and attacked by a strange mutant humanoid creature. And now as you remain inside of the crane yard, abandoned, you begin to hear screams and roars as the sound of your combat has attracted unwanted attention. Connor, you're breathing into your microphone.
I'm sorry.
So, you guys are kind of like collecting yourselves. I believe it was Kel was helping Bryant kind of walk at this point.
Kel
We
and
were
Tennis
running
both.
towards that building we saw.
Right. Okay. So as you guys begin to run towards the building, you guys begin to see her kind of crawling around the corners outside of alleyways, more of these creatures. None of them look the same. They each have a different sort of physicality to them. You see one that is literally walking on all fours, and where there was probably once hands and feet are just these long bone-like spikes, and it kind of walks on top of it like a spider. The head is like bulbous, where the skull has just grown into a larger and larger and more immense size. The only consistency with these creatures, as you see them kind of crawling out like excitable ants, is that they all contain that same similar grimaced smile. So you guys want to hide or you guys want to run?
Do we see like
last
I
time
thought-
we were running for our destination.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
running
Yeah.
for it already.
Okay, I thought you guys were hiding. You said you were going for a building. You do not see your
Oh.
destination, but you do see a clear path ahead of you that you know will lead to your destination.
Like we did see it though. I thought we saw it in the. I thought we saw the building we were heading towards. That's why we chose that building.
I believe you have sight of it, but it's really far away.
Ugh.
If we run, we're out in the open. They'll see us.
And they're probably just as fast, if not faster, especially if they dash.
If we hide, we have 2 people rolling disadvantage on stealth. And I don't know about you 3, but I'm hosed on spells.
I do not have any key points left either.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tapped.
I will say, as you assess the situation, hiding would probably not be the best, as they are currently like actively searching.
I'm really fast. Let's run.
I mean, if
Yep.
you and Kel can take Bryant, then I mean, I can't hold much in terms of strength. So we need 2 strong people to take him and run.
So they're looking around right now.
Yeah. As they're coming out, they hear commotion. You can hear them and see them kind of turning around corners, coming to where the sound is coming from.
Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a dart out,
Okay.
and I'm going to look for like a metal surface or like an aluminum trash can or something.
Mm.
I'm going to try to flick the dart at the trash can and make some noise like behind us so they investigate further away from us.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll a dart attack for me.
14?
Nice. You throw the dart and kong, you hit and knock over a garbage bin that kind of rolls on its side. And as you do so, instead of turning towards you, when the creature's round the corner, they turn down towards the sound and immediately scramble to it. You count about 3 of them of varying sizes.
Tannis lifts Bryant up onto his shoulders and he says, "Now."
Make this go.
All right, you guys begin to run as quickly as you can. And as you guys get a decent amount of paces ahead, you hear as you turn around, you see the creatures now noticing your presence and now chasing after you. You guys continue to run down and notice up ahead that the forward road is actually, it just ends. It looks like they were working on improving the road and it just cuts off.
Is it a dirt path ahead, or is it a literal
No,
wall?
it's like it goes down into just rebar and a giant pit that's filled with water. But as you run up ahead, there is a path that leads to the left down an alleyway. Or right, actually. There's one right and left as well.
No indication of what leads what.
You don't know. You can make a survival check. One of you amongst you may pick and make a survival check.
I'll do it.
Guidance.
15 plus guidance is going to make it a 19.
Okay, nice, very good. You're like left, right, left, right, left, right. You're like building, 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 building. You go to the right where there are buildings kind of up above. The other one is a little bit more open and it looks like it veers off. So you guys head right as the creatures at this point like scrape against the ground as you guys turn around the corner. As you guys continue running down the alleyway, speeding past knocked over cement mixers and old shovels and workwear. As you look behind you, oh my god, my brain just stopped working. As you look behind you, Gibby, you just see a bunch of them like squeezing, like challenging each other and getting caught in the entryway of the alleyway, like shoving and kicking and like tearing into each other, trying to be the first one to get after you.
So they're kind of stuck at the moment. It's like that
They
scene in
are at the
Sailor
moment.
Moon, right?
Yeah, or like
Where they're all like
you know,
stuck in this alley and none of them are. They're all too big to get through at once, but they won't let one go through at the time.
It's a bit like what is it? Howl's Moving Castle, like those goop guys. Remember the goop guys were all like
Oh,
shoving
the
into,
goop
like,
guys.
alleyway? Yeah. Similar sort of sensation. And for a second, like they kind of are stuck, and then one just kind of shoves the rest back and just starts tearing down the alleyway after you. You guys continue running, jumping over like warning signs and ducking through different parts of cement. Kel, make a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
That is a 21.
As you're running and you're carrying Bryant, you hear breath above you, and you hear the sound of feet running above you, and you kind of turn your head up, and you see staring back down at you, running perpendicular to you guys on top of the roof, that same orange-eyed guy that you've seen before.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
He has a
Tannis
name.
has seen him before. Kel's never seen him.
Yeah,
I'm the
Tannis
only
has
one-
seen him before.
I'm the
Yeah.
only one who's seen him, I think.
He is pretty tall. His eyes are egregiously large. They're very owl-like, and they're kind of like this really saturated orange color. His face is kind of like, he has a hoodie up, and you do notice that there's like ears, like kind of mangled ears coming out of the hoodie. His legs are like a human's that have been stretched out a little bit too much. And you do see kind of like a almost wiry haired tail coming out of the end of his back. And he's kind of like running and like looking down to you. And as you guys are running, you watch as he suddenly stops and like goes over to like this giant, what looks like maybe like a generator or something, and just begins to shove it. And I'm gonna roll a check for him. Nice. You watch as he shoves it, and then you watch as it crashes down behind you on top of the creature that was just about to catch up with Gibby. You watch as it smashes down, and the creature just starts bewailing. And then the other ones notice up above, he's up there, and they try and climb, but you do notice. I'm going to say everybody make an insight check on these creatures, including Bryant.
That's a 10.
11.
Oh, it's in the air.
Oh no, while I'm
21?
carrying Bryant, I give him my
Nice.
guidance.
18.
He gets
Roll
you get
guidance,
guidance, Ed.
19.
Okay. Tannis and Bryant, these things can't climb. They can only run. You notice as they try and climb up, the bones of their body structure isn't conducive to climbing. You watch as they kind of scratch up, trying to catch this guy on the roof as he kind of heckles them. And he says, "Keep running!" And you guys, I assume, keep running.
Yes.
All right. As you guys continue running, eventually you hear the far off screams and you hear the trailing sounds. And as it kind of comes to a quiet, you guys kind of rest down Bryant, who's pretty injured. And this guy above doesn't come down. He stays perched up above, and he kind of crouches and like looks down to you. He looms. He's very strange looking. He looks, despite his figure and despite the way that he looks like maybe in his 20s. If not, he's like late teens. And he just kind of stares down at you guys with like these owl-like eyes and goes, "My, you really have a great interest in getting yourselves killed, don't you?"
On the contrary, we're trying to prevent more deaths.
Thank you.
You're Neon, right?
Kind of cocks his head and goes, "I see you've been asking questions about me. That's fun."
Now we're both curious about each other.
How far are we from the building we were trying to get to?
You don't know at this point. You're in an alleyway. You feel like you're getting closer, but you don't know exactly where it is. You don't have a visual range. You're kind of in like a cement-walled like alleyway at the moment.
Thank you for your help.
That's the only help you're gonna get. Turn around and go home.
We can't.
We can't.
Look, how do we get up where you are? Higher ground seems safer. Can we get up there too?
He kind of looks around and goes, "You can find stairs. Just go in one of the buildings. But turn around and go home."
We cannot until we've spoken to Miss Alonso.
He kind of cocks and goes, Haley's fine. We don't work with cops. Now get out of here. You can't get into the synagogue anyway. It's protected.
She witnessed a murder.
That's your problem. This is your last warning. Turn around." And you watch.
It might be hers too. Okay, never mind.
He's gone. Yeah,
All right, is there a building that we can get into with stairs or an opening somewhere?
Roll an investigation check.
You can do it. Oh my god.
Hello.
Nice. You guys kind of collect
Natural
Bryant.
20, by the way, for the people on the
Hey,
podcast.
24. You guys collect Bryant and kind of begin to search around, and very quietly you do find it's like a half-built building. It's probably like 2 or 3 stories tall, but it kind of just ends at the top. Like you can see where they were probably going to pour the other levels and then just stopped. But you do manage to get on the roof, and you do see the synagogue now, probably 3 or 4 blocks away. It's very strange because it's all new development around just one decrepit building.
Are these buildings like? Can we take rooftops to the synagogue, or do they end?
With the appropriate checks, potentially, yes, they're pretty close together.
Yeah, but Brian's all fucked up.
They cannot climb, yes?
Apparently.
That's what it seemed like.
Then I would suggest we rest and recover up here. And then we'll see about this protection they speak of.
What time does it seem to be?
It is nighttime.
Maybe it's better not to go in the night.
We need to get Bryant somewhere safe.
I think we're safe as we can be if those things can't climb.
Well, they could climb the stairs of the current building you're on, so you might want to hop to another one. I will say that. You'd have enough intelligence to know that, at least.
So do we want to... How are we going to get him across? Do we throw him or try to jump with him?
Does this roof have any, like, I don't know, boards or something that looks like, what is the gap width between buildings?
Probably maybe 10 feet, but you could try and find something if you want to try and investigate.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Thank you.
Guidance from Cal.
15.
That's exactly what you needed. As you kind of go down the building and kind of sneak around for a bit, and you do notice as like one of the creatures that's a bit smaller and a little bit more decrepit just kind of like hobbles by. You're like, okay. You run over and you grab this large board of wood and like you kind of shoulder it and you kind of carry it over and bring it up. It's not heavy, it's just awkward. And you kind of load it up the stairs with the aid of I'm assuming Tanis helps because Kel is currently helping Bryant.
Yeah.
Sure.
The two
Let's
of you manage
do
to
that.
slap it over across a gap where you do find a building that doesn't appear to have any way up on top of it that the monsters could utilize, I'll say. Good thinking, Sarah. This was really smart.
Okay, let's get him across. Tanis, I think since you're a little lighter, maybe you should take him.
Yeah, I was about to suggest I'm quite heavy.
You're right. Okay. I'll sort of wrap my arm around his waist and I'll grab his wrist with the other hand and I'll get ready to jump us both over.
No, you don't have to jump. You just walk across the
Just
board.
walk across.
I'll get ready to walk us both over.
Then walk with guidance.
In case you need it.
All right. As you shoulder Bryant, who is, still in a state, you kind of put your foot down on the board. It kind of shifts slightly. It's not a completely straight board, which is probably why it was set aside. It's not ideal for building. As you kind of gently begin to walk across it, once you get to the middle point, you hear it. And you're like, and you keep moving forward and eventually get to the other side.
Okay, I will go across myself.
Okay. You do the same thing. You're lighter. You're probably the lightest in the party, so you just kind of move across. It does rattle once you get to either end, but you manage to kind of keep your balance and jump over onto the ground.
When Kel gets ready, I'm going to be on the opposite end, just ready to catch him if anything goes wrong.
Okay.
Kel, if you have something heavy you want to toss over first, give it to us.
Kel will take off his chainmail.
Okay.
However long it takes to doff it off. Yep.
All right.
Well, he'll have to, because with all of Kel's gear, plus his actual weight, he's almost 400 pounds.
Okay.
Well, actually more than 400.
You're a big boy.
I'll still be ready.
Kel will toss his chainmail over first.
Okay.
Grab it.
You guys kind of wait, make sure there's nothing nearby, and you remove the chainmail. It takes a bit of time, and you toss it over. At this point, it is pitch dark. It is very difficult to see for those who do not have dark vision.
Kel does not have dark vision. Damn it.
You can still see
pull
the
up-
board of wood. Sorry, go ahead, Tanis.
I pull out my cell phone, turn the light on.
All right,
Careful.
turn on the cell phone light. And Kel, you can now see the light kind of facing you. You can see the board. You've removed your chainmail. I assume you've thrown over your weapon too, just to kind of minimize.
Yep. Every piece of weighted gear, shield included, has been tossed over.
Okay.
Which is probably not great. Makes a racket.
So do I need to roll something specific?
Nope, you just say if you want to walk across.
Can I use Mage Hand to help support the board a bit?
Probably
I'll allow
not.
that. It won't hold him up, but if you want to just like try to alleviate some pressure on the wood, you could. But it's only
Sure, I
10
will.
pounds. It's not.
Yeah.
the greatest
every
amount of help,
little
but-
bit helps,
Okay.
and it's a
You
free
do
spell,
so.
so you know.
Yeah, you do. So you kind of just put the mage hand on the bottom of the board, where probably it could be the most breakable. And Cal, you kind of take one trepidatious foot forward, and your nails hit the board of the wood.
Kel will try to very carefully, very lightly, not even stepping on the balls of his foot, like the heel. He's sticking on the tips, trying to put as least amount of pressure as possible.
As you get on, the wood rattles side to side just because of how it's kind of bent, not straight. And you're like, ugh. Use your tail for balance, and you begin to gently make your way across.
Slide, don't walk. Distribute your weight evenly.
I am very lucky that I have a balancing pole built into my behind.
As you get to the middlemost point of the wood, you guys all hear a crunching noise. As you see, the wood doesn't split in half, but you can hear and you can see breakage at the bottom of the board as Kel makes his way completely across. It doesn't snap the board in half, but his weight definitely almost, it cracked the wood a bit on the underside.
Which means the extra gear would have broken it.
Yeah, it would have. So that was a good plan.
I will gingerly pull the board across, but I'll just be like, I don't think we can use this again, but maybe if we're okay tomorrow, we might not need to.
Is it still raining?
Not anymore. Now it's kind of eased up a bit. It is cloudy, and that fog is still, like, as you look down to the streets, even with the darkness, and, like, especially with the cell phone light of Tanis's phone, like, that fog just stays. It doesn't go anywhere.
Are we getting any signal out here?
In this space, surprisingly, yes. Not a great signal, like 2 bars, but it's still something.
I'll go ahead and if I can't remember if I did this already, but I'll just go ahead and shoot Mama Rugigi a text to say I might be out pretty late. I might not be here till tomorrow afternoon.
Okay. You get a response rather quickly going, understood. She likes it here. Don't worry.
I will check my phone as well. I'll check it to see if there's anything on it. I do want to
No.
make sure it's on silent.
Okay. You bring it down and you turn it to vibrations only.
Kel is going to get his equipment back on.
Okay. Yeah, you take your time. Okay. You guys kind of keep an eye out and you don't see anything around this building. As you look around the particular building you are on, it has a solid roof. There's no stairs that lead up to it. And it looks like it probably would have had like a ladder on the roof, but it was probably never installed.
Is there anything on this roof in general in terms of items or anything? It's just an empty roof.
It's just an empty roof. It's one of those, you know the roofs that have like the gravel on top?
Kind of.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's kind of got like a rim around and then the gravel on the inside. You can see like there's a ventilation system that isn't running at all. It's like looks brand new, just never used. But beyond that, that's all that's on this roof. Weirdly enough, there's no bird droppings or anything. It's devoid of anything like that. It looks untouched.
Kel's going to go check on Bryant.
Okay. How you doing, Bryant?
I'm fucked up. You're a doctor. You know he probably has a punctured lung just from the way he's breathing and the way he hasn't said a word.
Did pump you full of healing, but
I'll go ahead and
Sorry
another
for
healing
selling
potion.
the teeth in my chest.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, you're not in any danger of dying, even though you are still fucked up.
I see. You're the Hulk Hogan of doctors. I'm the Shawn Michaels of victims.
Kill's at that. Kill's gonna force a healing potion down his throat.
And that's when Bryant lost his smile.
Oh. So you have a healing potion put down. So go ahead and roll the healing potion, Kel.
That
2d4
is-
plus 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
What's
Connor,
happening?
Connor. Oh
What?
my god.
Oh
Your
my goodness.
microphone just...
Yeah, no, I saw.
What the hell?
I have no
It's
idea.
the
My micro-
demons! It's the Silent Hill radio going off because of the monsters.
That is 9.
Which is not great. That's a really low roll on the second one.
But you got max roll on the other one, so, you know, balance in all things.
Yep.
So you're healed for 9 hit points. It does help the pain, Brian. You begin to feel a little bit better, but all of you are exhausted. Maybe
fucking-
not Gibby, but it was harrowing today, so you are all exhausted.
It's a fucking poltergeist in here.
I guess we should rest until the sun comes up.
Right. If someone wants to give me 4 hours, I can trance and then let you all sleep.
I will take the first watch. I need to keep an eye on Bryant anyway.
Brian's gone. All right, Kel, you're taking first watch.
Yep.
Gibby, do you want second watch?
Actually, question. Who has the goggles of night vision right now?
I do.
Gibby
Give,
does.
please.
Oh yeah. Just like, here you go.
Do those require attunement?
No, they are ones
Okay.
from Detective Vision, so they do not require attunement.
Gotcha.
Kel no have dark vision because wizards thinks Dragonborn can't have it.
Look, you have a fucking ice breath, and you're really cool. So you know what?
Dragons have blind sight though.
Yeah, but you're not a dragon. You're like
I'm
a
half
sugar-free-
dragon.
You're a sugar-free dragon. It's fine. Anyway,
Oh, for an ice cream dragon, that's harsh. Oh, Kel's a phony.
Oh, how's that imposter syndrome working out?
so I have Kel, Gibby, and Tanis for the watch, and I'm assuming Brian's just gonna rest the whole time.
Correct.
Okay.
It's
Is
what he
that-
should do.
Is that good for everybody?
Sure.
Okay. Kel, as the night creeps over, it is pretty cold, but it's not enough to really disturb you guys. You guys kind of like cuddle up together a little bit just to kind of maximize body heat.
Kel will not cuddle up because he'll have the opposite effect.
Yeah, exactly. So you're like, that's probably for the best. Go
These
ahead for me
mammals.
and roll a perception check.
Yeah, mammals and their need for warmth. 14.
Okay. At a distance, as you kind of scan the different skyscrapers, especially towards the synagogue, you do notice the synagogue itself has what looks like lights coming out of it. Clearly, it's occupied. You also notice that the various different cranes actually do have like automated floodlights that come on at night. Only a couple of them do, though. And as you kind of look out towards the synagogue, you do notice a little form jumping roof to roof and making their way towards that location.
Yeah, he's probably going to warn them ahead of time. We will test that protection tomorrow. Okay, we'll keep watch.
Okay. As for that, the rest of your watch goes without a hitch. Gibby, you're jostled awake by Kel.
Sorry. Okay. Goggles.
Kel will
please.
place the goggles on her head.
Yeah, you just kind of
like that. What? Oh, thank you.
you have to readjust them because they're really big now. Like you readjust the straps back to your size.
I'm sorry, I have a weird shaped head.
Get some sleep.
I will try. Oh, our friend is bounding his way back to the synagogue. Likely there already. They will be aware of us.
Got it. All right, I will get up and start doing watchy stuffs.
And for comedic effect, Kel's going to fall face forward and start snoring.
I am going to. You said it's cold.
It's not like enough to be like you're gonna get a cold, but it's just like uncomfortable.
I will. What I will do is I can use prestidigitation, and I'm gonna warm up the ground underneath my friends.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of becomes like a heated floor in the bathroom a little bit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
19.
Nice. As you're kind of like looking around, you do hear something. You don't see anything. You're like, okay, everything's good. You do see like a few forms moving, but you're like, those are more those creatures because they're on the ground. But you do hear a sound like, and like a behind you from where you guys jumped from roof to roof. Well, walked roof to roof.
I will look in that direction.
As you kind of like sneak over, do you want to do it stealthy or do you want to, you're just going to look?
I mean, I have night vision goggles, so I should be able to just turn my head and look, shouldn't I?
It sounds like it's coming from beneath you, from where your current position is.
Sure, I'll stealth that.
Okay.
Ooh! Nat 20! I don't want to use all my 20s yet. Don't get me in 20.
You take off you take off the goggles, just like, because it has a light on the outside, you kind of take it off and you just gently kind of crane your neck over the edge of the building, like keeping your head low, and you do see one of those creatures currently like, its back end is just a spinal cord that kind of moves like a snake a little bit on the ground, but the front half is just these two spikes, almost like I don't want to compare it, but like, you know, the tripod in fucking Dead Space, like smaller and like human. And it's kind of like crawling itself down the alleyway and is kind of like smelling the air. And as it kind of looks up, you duck your head back and you hear it go, and you see it, you can hear kind of a scraping noise. And as you kind of peek down again, you see it trying to like climb up to where you are. And it just keeps doing that. Like it's trying to get up.
Fuck. Okay. Is that everything?
That's it. Yeah, that's your watch.
All right, I will. Well, I don't know what trancing is in terms of waking, but
He's like meditating.
I will very gently shake Tanis. When it's the end of my thing, after all.
Yeah, your thing's done. Yeah, you're done.
He'll lift his head up. He'll lift his head up and look over at Gibby. Is it time?
Yeah, one of those things was down the alleyway, so be quiet.
All right.
I forget. Do you have dark vision?
Yep.
Okay, you're good then. Then I'd be like, okay.
Bloody elves.
So
Don't
technically,
be jealous.
this is the
Yes.
end of my long rest, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Woo!
So if I get another 4 hours, we should all have a long rest.
Yeah.
I will go back to sleep.
Okay, you kind of curl up next to Bryant as he's like just like snoring heavily and bleeding out. Not really. He's getting better. He's
a peaceful sleep as he just bleeds.
Kel would have bandaged him.
Yeah, you bandaged him and he's had a potion. He's doing pretty good. He's feeling pretty good. Tanis, go ahead for me and roll a perception check. None of you guys got disadvantage. Well, good use of your item there.
Woo! Woo! 18.
Okay. Tanis, as you keep your watch, you kind of just like peek over the side and you now see there's 3 more of those creatures that has joined the one that Gibby pointed out, and they're all like scraping up against the side of the building.
Does it appear as though they've noticed us?
They probably smell you, but they can't climb up, so they're just kind of like almost like a hungry animal pacing a cage. They're almost like kind of gathering up around you, but there's nothing they can really do to get to you.
I see.
The other thing you do notice is that as still as everything was before, it's like there's a bit of a wind now.
I look over to the Temple of the Four Elements.
Yeah. The lights that were probably on are now off because it's early morning. But you don't see anything.
Okay. I'll just continue making sure that nothing jumps us.
Okay. As the morning comes and a few extra hours pass, you guys all awaken. And Bryant, you feel great. You feel awesome. A little sore, a little scarred up, but Kel treated you really well. Healing spells, potion. You're fit as a fiddle now.
Yay.
As
Kel
you
is
guys
still
rouse,
face down in the gravel.
as you guys rouse from your sleep, you just awaken to like the sound of just crawling and kind of this weird, desolate moaning beneath you.
Are there more of them?
Seems like it.
You count
I
about
think-
12 individual ones of varying size now beneath the building.
That's not a fight we're up for.
No. So are we all fully rested? Do we have our shit back?
You guys have all your health
Awesome.
back, all your shit back. You are fully rested.
Yay. Christ on a stick. Okay. Well, obviously I don't think we should go back to that building. Not with the stairs on it. So what do we got next to us? Like, do we have more buildings we can hop to?
You do, yes. There's actually a ton.
Like, are they all 10 feet wide?
About that amount.
Gibby is not much of a jumper.
I could probably go to the other side and see if I can catch anybody.
Get us another board, maybe.
I
I
can look
will
around.
help you how I can.
So I'll just running jump over to one of the other buildings.
Okay, go ahead and roll an acrobatics or athletics of your choice.
With guidance.
Roll acrobatics. 14 plus guidance is going to be 16.
All right, you do some fancy parkour and you front flip over to the other side and land. Pretty easy. And you kind of go on the other side and you hold down your hand for your companions.
Do I see anything that could expedite this process, or is it?
Nope. It's roof to
All right.
roof, and there's nothing on these roofs for the most part.
All right, I'm gonna have to catch you.
How strong is Cal? How strong are you again?
Kind of, sorta. Don't worry, I will help you.
Feel like
And Monty, may I do two things?
Sure.
May I cast guidance on Gibby, and while maintaining concentration on that, I would like to use the help action to give Gibby
Absolutely.
advantage.
For sure. You can absolutely do that.
And you said I could
I
roll
figured-
athletics or
I figured that's what I
acrobatics?
was doing, though.
Well, you're on the other side, so.
I'm giving her a launching point. You're there if anything goes wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said
Gibby,
acrobatics or athletics?
acrobatics or athletics of your choice with advantage, and you can roll an additional d4.
I actually have decent acrobatics, okay?
Nice.
Thank goodness.
And roll the d4.
That's an 18, by the way, for the podcast.
It's a 21 now.
21. Kel, you kind of grab Gibby and you just kind of throw her. Like you just like, you're like go.
Like, ah!
Oh,
As
wait,
you-
it was
Gibby,
supposed to
as
be
you-
Kobe for accuracy. Damn.
As you're thrown, you watch as the creatures beneath you just go like kind of like snap up and swing towards you. They don't come anywhere close to you. And as you kind of crash into Tanis on the other side, you make it completely safe.
Thanks.
Yep. All right.
I can't
Brian
throw
next?
you, Brian, but I can at least give you a boosting point. Kel's going to do the same thing for Brian.
Okay, you kind of put both your arms cupped together and you kind of, nod for him to jump into your hands.
Athletics, right?
Athletics or
Athletics.
acrobatics of your choice.
Yeah.
This will be easy.
With
There's no
advantage.
chance. There's no
Fastball
chance
special.
Don't worry. There's no chance I fail this. This is gonna be easy. I'm really good at this. See, told you.
Nice. Yeah.
Woo.
And you're thrown in the air, and you watch as Bryant, a little less like lithe and graceful as Tanis, but still like impressively athletic, kind of flips over and just lands on the other side. Does like the 3-point like superhero land next to you guys.
I rolled higher than him, but that's okay. It's fine. I don't
It's,
care.
it's terrible for your knees.
Yes. That's why you had a cool jump. You landed cooler than everybody. The creatures at this point are moving from the one building and now kind of like rasping around and going to this other new building you guys are jumping to.
Does this building have any? And is it a plain flat roof too?
You don't know. It's a flat roof as far as you can see, but you don't know if there's any way for them to climb up. But for now, you're focusing on what's a bit more important at the moment.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
So as we're hopping from building to building, our aim is to get closer to the synagogue, right?
Yeah, I assume that's the direction you're going. So I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're going to the building that
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Just to reiterate.
Yeah.
So athletics or acrobatics of my choice.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'll catch you.
18.
Nice. As Kel kind of does a running leap over, the three of you guys catch him as he makes it the other way, and you just drag him on top. You guys watch as one of the creatures swipes at his tail, and missing by just maybe a foot. You just drag Kel back on top of the roof. His armor scrapes up against the concrete stone as you guys are once again all together.
Sorry, I know I'm heavy.
Well, we made it.
All right. So what's up with this roof? Anything interesting?
Nothing really. These are all very empty, skeleton of buildings.
So, how many more buildings until we reach the synagogue?
In a comedic manner, the camera pans to several.
Say that.
So,
Kel's
For the
more or less
sake-
going to do the help action
Yeah.
guidance to everyone, and then try to
For the-
get across himself.
for the sake of ease and considering how well you've just rolled that previous thing, you guys, there are some buildings that are like maybe a couple feet apart from each other, which you just step over to the next one. You guys jump roof to roof to roof. You are the other person, the guy you met, Neon, was like jumping roof to roof like it was a walk. You guys are having a very difficult time, except for you, Tanis. You're probably a little more used to this sort of,
Yeah.
parkour element than most other people.
I was a
Eventually-
hooligan in this park.
Eventually, you guys reach a large city street that is probably about, I want to say, like a bit too big to jump over, even for you, Tanis.
I take it
Across-
this is a stopping point.
And across the way is what looks like maybe the last block before the synagogue. Kel, roll for me an intelligence check or a wisdom check of your choice to test your memory here.
I'm going to choose the higher option.
Okay,
21.
nice. That's a really good roll. You remember when you were doing watch last night when you saw Neon jumping roof to roof, you did notice he was a little bit more to the right, and you do recall there was a crane nearby. That maybe that could be your way across here. With a roll that good, do you think that maybe there's like a chain on that crane that he probably jumped to get to the other side?
There should be a crane nearby. I saw a friend go over towards the right when he got to this part. So, let's try that. I don't want to be a dragon pancake.
Fair enough.
Right.
So where is this crane? That should be obvious, right?
Yeah, you guys can see it. With that wisdom check, you guys turn and you do see it at a distance. And you guys kind of jump roof to roof. You're kind of getting into the rhythm of it now. It's a little exciting. Eventually, you make your way towards the crane, and you see hanging down of it is a long rope. Definitely looks like it was put in place by somebody.
Now, I don't know about you three, but I was terrible at the rope climb back in school.
We never
Well-
had rope climb in Canada. Is that actually an American thing you guys have to do?
Depends
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Wow, really? We don't.
My
we don't
school had
that
to do
in
it.
Canada.
My school had to do it.
So how far away is that rope?
It'd be about the similar distance of a roof. So you'd have to make a check to jump to it and then swing across.
I could do it.
Or could I use Mage
Helping
Hand to
guidance.
just pull the rope over?
Sure, yeah, actually, that's a brilliant idea. Yeah, you reach over with Mage Hand and bring the bottom of the rope towards yourself. And you
That's
grab
so
it with
much
your hand.
smarter.
Well, there you go.
All right. I will look back and be like, okay, I can get the rope back to you guys too.
It actually would be too far away if you jump to the other side first.
Would it? I got 30 feet on that.
Oh, right. Sorry. No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah,
no.
Mage Hand has a range of 30 feet.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
So wait, he just used the rope to swing, not like climb the rope?
No, you like swung across like Tarzan.
All right, be like, here we go.
All right. Athletics or acrobatics of your choice.
Acrobatics, please. Oh God, I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. Wait, do I still have guidance?
You have guidance and a help action.
Fair enough. Ooh.
Thank goodness for the help action.
So 17 I
roll.
get because of help, right?
Yeah, and roll the guidance.
Goodness. 19.
Okay, nice. You swing across and you're like gripping on for dear life and you jump across and kind of catch the other side and kind of land. The nice thing is it doesn't have like a lip like the other roofs you've been going jumping roof to roof. This one's just kind of flat concrete.
Okay,
And as
I
you
will...
let go, the rope whips and swings back and begins to sway side to side behind you.
I will use Mage Hand and float it back over to the next person.
Okay.
Kel will be the last one because he's giving everyone guidance and the help action.
I guess it's Bryant next.
He's like pushing them on a swing. Yes.
It's a 21.
Nice.
Just to save time, you don't have to roll the guidance unless I think it's relevant. You swing across and like Gibby, you kind of catch the back of Brian's jacket and you help him bring him up to the side.
Okay, next.
All right,
Float that
you're going,
rope
big
back
guy.
over. Well, wait, he said he wants to stay and give help and guidance to everybody.
Well, nope. Now I'm helping him.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
You are the more lithe between us.
Yes, that is correct. So, Kel, what you need to do is don't wait for the apex of the swing to jump. You have to let the momentum carry you upwards. All right?
Oh, I see. Like Forge of the Forest.
Right. Let gravity swing you up and then let go.
I will try.
Okay.
So, boop. That's going to be with advantage.
Okay.
12.
All right, I need Gibby and Bryant to make dexterity saving throws for me.
19.
11.
Nice. As Kel swings over, he cuts a little too short, and Gibby, you reach out and grab him. And as Gibby's about to fall off the roof, Bryant, you grab Gibby by the waist and hold on. You're like being folded over the side, like the edge of this concrete thing, and you are just in a lot of pain. You're gonna take a little bit of bludgeoning damage, Gibby, from this.
She's like, okay.
You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you're holding on to Kel for dear life.
If it looks like you're going over with me, let go.
Easier said than done. Okay.
Kel's going
Brian,
to channel
please
guidance
pull.
into Gibby.
I'm going to go right now,
Okay.
and I'm gonna see if I can use the momentum from my own swing to help lift him up onto the roof safely.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a acrobatics check for me.
I
Just
don't
flat.
think that's how that works.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not really gonna be how it works, but
Huh? There's gravity. There's physics.
Like, what are you gonna do? Like, kick it? Like, when you're swinging up, you're gonna kick him?
I'm gonna
He's
grab
gonna
him by the
Tarzan
waist
him.
and
Grab
boost
by
him
the
up.
waist?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
like Tarzan.
you won't.
or like
if you,
or by
Okay.
the
if,
while
if-
I'm swinging upwards, I will grab him by some loose clothing and bring him with me. Is what I'm trying to do.
unfortunately, that wouldn't be possible. He's much heavier than you.
But I'm monk.
I know, but you're not strongman monk. So just go ahead and roll an acrobatics.
I have a positive fucking.
Well, hang on.
Kel
What's that
has
gonna...
all of his gear, so he's about
25.
400.
Okay, you easy enough. You jump over, grab the swing, jump over on the other side. You grab onto Gibby as well, and kind of reach over and grab onto like Kel's like horn or whatever. He doesn't have horns, but like the flaps he has on the side of his ears or his shoulder. I need everyone to make strength checks for me, or actually, everybody make athletics checks for me. Everyone make athletics checks for me.
Gibby has guidance.
Thank you.
Natural 20.
Nice.
11, and then I roll. Come on. Oh, 1, 4. 13.
18 on Kelsin.
You guys all groaning like, you eventually bring up Gibby, and with her, you guys kind of reach over, grab the arms of Kel, and pull him over, and you all just crash to the ground and just start gasping for air.
God, my stomach.
I don't. Dragons are meant to fly. Half dragons are not.
As you guys kind of sit up, Bryant, you notice something on one of the sides here. This isn't a roof; it just looks like a second floor of a building that just hasn't been finished. But there is like a cement wall that's kind of perpendicular to where you are. But on it, you see writing, Bryant. You see someone that quickly spray painted a message on this wall.
I'll tap who's ever next to me and point it out.
I'll look over.
It says, "This is your last warning, cops. Turn around and go home. You will not be satisfied by this." And it has -N on it.
Well, answers aren't always satisfying to begin with.
Hey, Monty.
Hi.
Can I be a little shit?
Sure.
Kel's going to take out one of his crossbow bolts, and he's just going to scratch into it where the message is, just under it. He's going to write, no, -Kel.
Yeah, no, -K.
We will not be deterred. Not now, and not until we get in there. Though that brings the question. They said he was protected. Do you think it is magical protection or gods?
I have no idea.
I would assume. Oh, wait, we have a spell for that.
Yes, I can dispel it if it is magic.
Well, I
Actually,
I could also just detect it if we want to know if it's there.
I suppose we could use that as a bargaining chip, because if I dispel whatever protection is there, then those creatures are going to overrun them. It won't be so great. Bargaining
Well-
chip, that is what they call it.
Let's see what happens. What's next? How close are we now?
You can see it. It's down the street just a little ways. But there's no buildings that are nearby enough to jump to it. You'd have to go on the ground. But everybody roll perception checks for me.
21.
10.
16.
8.
Okay. Kel and Gibby, as you guys are kind of looking, you do notice as you've gotten used to jumping roof to roof, you've also gotten used to seeing these horrible abominations kind of putting around. But as you kind of jump from the rope to this roof, you do notice there's one that's kind of been like following you for a while. It's a smaller one, but as you kind of reach a point where you get within range of the synagogue, you watch as the creature like stops and like scrambles backwards and runs back towards the crane yard. It's like just kind of scrambles away.
May I take 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic without wasting a point? Do I still need to roll a d20 for that?
Yes.
All right.
And may I roll insight on the creature to see what spooked it?
Sure, absolutely.
12. I'm good.
19.
It doesn't seem like deathly afraid, but it seems to be like an acknowledgement afraid. I would say like you'd see a similar reaction to like an animal avoiding like a deer fence, like an electric fence or something maybe.
Or like the werewolves in regards to Gibby's protection options.
No, not like that.
Ah.
It just seems to be like a weird acknowledgement. With a high roll like that, I'll say like it seems to not go into this location for a reason, but you're not sure why.
My d20 roll went fine, so I will spend a quick 10 minutes just readying up detect magic.
Okay. You detect magic and you detect no magic.
That's good.
Within
I'm
the
just
range.
Gonna keep it up for now.
Okay.
So was Kel the only one who saw that thing do what he did?
No, you all did.
That's a good sign. I think we can get closer then without having to worry. At least from them.
It seemed animalistic, like it's respecting something else's territory.
It probably does not bode well for us.
Bryant,
Yes.
you notice stuff. Just kind of around, almost like pigeons. As
Mhm.
everybody else is kind of talking amongst themselves, you're seeing a ton of pommels of varying different sizes around.
What's a
Pommels?
pommel?
Yeah, there's little spirits, those little puffball spirits.
Oh, got it.
You
Yeah.
said pigeons. I was like, wait, birds?
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's a different breed of pigeon I've never heard of.
They're perched in like different spots, just kind of hanging out.
That's creepy. Welcome to the haunted mansion. Unless they do anything specific, Bryant's gonna focus on getting to this synagogue thing.
Okay. You guys want to climb your way down?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You guys
Yes.
find a ladder, kind of rickety old ladder, but it has like stains to it. Like, you know when brass is touched so much it kind of turns like a different color. It's like shinier. As you guys
Yeah.
kind of make your way down, you notice that the specific spots where your hands hit like are of a similar use, and you guys kind of hit your legs on the ground. It's a dirt road, interestingly enough. Mildly paved but cracked so much that it's like mostly just like kind of a improvised gravel road. The building itself is in disarray. There's scaffolding on the outside. It looks like it was probably once a very beautiful building. You can tell. I would say Tanis, roll a history check maybe, just because you're a monk.
I've also been around for a long time.
You also have, yeah.
21.
21. This temple was definitely of elven make, and human make, if you had to guess any other influences. The carvings and stuff suggest human. And it kind of has like these four sort of like pyres that kind of stick out on either side of the temple. And the front entrance looks just like in disrepair.
I'm no dwarf, but if I had to guess from the architecture, this is elven and probably human make.
And I'm not detecting any magic at all still?
Not really, no.
Am I getting anything? Am I feeling any sort of energies?
As you guys kind of step forward, the wind is kind of blowing against you.
I think I'm getting a sense of how this place is protected now.
What, is it the elements themselves?
It feels like it.
That's right. They said this was an elemental temple or something. Somebody said that. Who said that?
The four elements.
Right.
Earth path, wind, lots of rain. Now just missing the fire.
Oh.
Tanis will sort of take a deep breath and... Which way is the wind blowing?
It's blowing towards you guys. So like your face is being hit by pretty strong winds.
There could be a powerful monk in there. People who learn to utilize their inner key. They can do incredible things. those who follow the way of the four elements, they can create wind or fire or water, electricity, all sorts of things. I'm not too sure. I've only ever heard of it.
Could it be like a puzzle? Like the people who live here know how to deactivate it to get in and out safely?
It could be like that.
So does the winds the wind is blowing at us. Does it have any kind of particular source we can see?
Not that you
Or
can see,
get-
and with your detect magic, it definitely gives you an air of primordialness to it. Primordial being elemental magic, essentially.
This feels primordial. What does that mean exactly? Do I have an Arcana check on that?
I'd say sure. Roll an Arcana. I'd say with disadvantage because it's not really within your wheelhouse.
Q. 19.
Ooh.
This is definitely coming from an elemental. You think, if you had to theorize.
Oh, they have an elemental.
Ellie, what now?
An elemental. I guess it must be a wind one.
The wind isn't enough to push you guys back, but it seems to be like
Pretty deliberate.
it's deliberate, yeah. Like you can't incite wind, but you know, you can kind of come to your own conclusions.
Due to the fact that it's localized in this area, I think I can draw a few conclusions about its purpose. Well, it's not stopping us. It's just going to slow us down. We should get moving.
Cautiously. Let's see how this thing reacts as we get closer.
Okay. You guys want to move stealthily or just gonna walk forward?
It knows we're here. I think also anybody in this building, probably that neon guy, is aware we are here.
Yeah, he would have told the others there's no point in being stealthy. Especially not when it has two people at disadvantage.
Also, yeah, I'm really tired of parties making me roll stealth checks as a fighter.
Sounds like a you problem, Ed.
Agrees and awes and nods. solemnly.
It's gonna be a you problem when we get caught.
But then I can blame
As-
you.
So
As-
we're moving forward with purpose.
Yeah. As you guys proceed forward, everybody make perception checks, and Bryant make it with advantage.
Speaking of running,
15.
Okay.
in before 10. I'm done. I'm just gonna.
It's a
Aw.
14. It's not that bad.
Oh,
Yeah, you got
right,
advantage, remember?
I can't believe it. Fucking.
Yeah, here I go. 23.
Anytime now. There we go. 20.
Nice.
Soft 20.
As you guys begin to approach, you watch as the wind begins to like rattle the buildings around you angrily, almost like a growl that runs through the air. As you guys kind of see that, you begin to see coalescing slightly above and forward in front of the temple itself, a lightning cloud, like this massive cloud that begins to form, maybe about 10 feet by 10 feet wide. And it begins to kind of snap and around. Bryant, you see kind of rising up from the cloud a humanoid torso of wispy blue skin and a face with like white ethereal eyes that crackle with lightning and pointed ears, a stern, almost sharp-featured face. His body itself is somewhat muscular, similar to Tanis. Like he's not a big sort of like, like beefcake, but he has some muscularness to him. And he looks down with anger and crackling, and I need you guys to roll initiative for me.
Oh, jeez.
Aw.
Here we go again.
Oh, hey, look at that. A
Ooh.
natural 19.
Ooh.
15.
Don't try to suck up to me, roll 20. You can fuck yourself.
Don't say that.
21.
There it is. 10.1.
So that is Tanis. It's actually going to be... So if you get a natural 20, you're automatically at the beginning of the turn order. So that's how I roll natural 20s, even if the other person beats you out. Bryant. Tanis. Gibby. And Cal. And now for our friend. Oh, not great. All right, Bryant, you were up first. As you see this thing now barreling towards you angrily with crackling lightning.
Cool. I'm gonna run up to it. I'm gonna hit it in the face.
Okay, it's in the air.
I'm gonna run into the air and hit it in the face.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I reach it?
From this position, no.
All right, then I'm gonna ready my attack action for when it gets to me.
All right, so if it gets to you, you're gonna swing at it.
Yes.
Okay, you pull out the sword, and it kind of turns its head towards you, and kind of like the brows kind of purse. The rest of you guys don't see this form. You just see a cloud now coalescing and like suddenly rushing towards you. Tanis, it is now your turn.
So, does it look like it has an intent to come towards us and meet us on our level?
It does look like so, yeah.
Then I am going to spread my arms out and look at it and say, "We mean you no harm. We just want to talk."
Okay.
But I will take the dodge action.
And do you say that in what language do you say that in?
It's got long ears, so why not say it in Elven? I probably don't know what this thing is.
Okay.
I mean, I know what this thing is, but
Didn't you say Brian was the only one that could see the form?
Yeah, only Brian's. Actually, you can't see that, so you actually don't know. So it would be in common,
Oh.
I'd assume. Yeah.
yeah, I'll say it in
That's a good
common
point.
then. Yeah, I'll say it in common then.
Okay. Okay. It doesn't. It's a cloud. You don't know if it worked or not.
Fuck. Well, I'll get closer to it, but I'm taking the dodge action.
Okay. Gibby, it is now your turn.
This thing is in the airmost point. Like how
Yeah.
high? What's the distance in feet?
It's currently about 20 feet up in the air and probably about, I want to say, 20 feet away from you at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to hit up mage armor,
Okay.
and then I will use. I'm going to use 2 sorcerer points to do quick spell and ready up Melf's minute meteors.
Okay, you flex your hand and the meteors kind of join around you. Also, roll for your spell, for your mage armor.
Oh, right.
You're good.
And I know I've done 2 because I had the quick spell, but as using this as a bonus action, can I still use one?
I believe that's
Or
what
am
it does. It lets you use it as a bonus action instead.
Yeah, quicken spell.
Yeah. So you have your movement, and that's it.
So wait, can I use a bonus action?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You just use it to
Okay,
get
okay,
bonus
it's fine,
meteors.
it's fine. I wanted to get it set up. All right, I'm good. I will
Alright.
move back a little bit as usual. Like, how close am I to this thing?
You're 20 feet close to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back the fuck off a little bit.
All right, it is now this entity's turn. I would say, Bryant, because you can see it, you would know that this is some sort of genie spirit, just looking at it and the way it presents itself.
Mm-hmm.
It races towards you, and you guys watch as Bryant is swallowed by the wind, by the cloud.
Just not having
Does,
a good
Does my
day.
attack go off though?
Go ahead and try and take a swing.
Oh, that's always a great way to phrase that. How's a 19 do
Okay.
for you?
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll damage.
You're damn right. 9.
Is your sword
Ooh.
magical or no?
I have no idea. Probably
Okay.
not.
You guys watch as Bryant like slashes into this thing, gets swallowed by the wind, and disappears. I
Do
need
they
you to
both
roll me
disappear, or is he just gone?
Just Bryant disappears. Bryant, I need you to roll me a d4.
Okay. It's 2.
Okay. That was its action. Is going to move in front of you, Gibby. You suddenly watch as this cloud, as it leaves the space where Bryant was, Bryant's gone. There's no trace of him anywhere. And it shifts directly in front of you. Cal, it is now your turn.
Oh boy.
Well, that changes my plans. Damn it. Kel just watched Brian vanish, so, guiding bolt.
Okay.
Well, let me actually click the attack. 24.
That hits.
Ooh.
That is 14 radiant damage.
Oh. You smash into this cloud, and you just see like this streak of energy. Unfortunately, Brian's not there to see what actually happens. The cloud wavers a bit, and you can hear like as the lightning gets even angrier in response to this, but the entire cloud is now glowing.
You took my friend. You will give him back, or I will tear this place asunder.
Okay.
And that is Kel's turn.
We'll get to you, Bryant, later.
Oh, Kel will move in front of Gibby, though.
Okay, yeah, you move next to this thing. It's currently occupying the space in front of Gibby. Bryant, you're cool if we get back to you in a second?
Yeah, I mean, you know what's going on. I have no clue. You tell me what you want me to do.
Tannis, it is now your turn.
Go. What do I do here? So I don't know. To me, it just looks like a big wind cloud type of thing, right?
Yeah, you don't see the human physique.
I saw Bryant just get swallowed by this thing after it took a swing.
And it disappeared, yeah.
Oh boy. Oh man. Still taking the dodge action.
Okay.
Tannis is going to inhale, exhale, and then run into it.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
Four.
Okay. You guys watch as Tannis goes running into this cloud and just vanishes.
What the fuck? So, what now?
Now it's now your turn, Gibby.
Oh, goody gumdrops. How close is this temple?
How close is the temple?
Yes.
To the entrance is probably about, I'm gonna say like 45 feet away.
Right. And I have 30-foot movement, right?
Yeah.
Even further if you dash.
But this thing is in front of you, so it can take an attack of opportunity on you.
Question. Remember that veil I have?
Yes.
With Misty Step?
veil? Yeah.
Can he attack of opportunity if I Misty Step?
Nope.
Yeah, that's also a bonus action, by the way. So, first and foremost, I'm gonna use that bonus action and Misty Step the fuck towards that temple.
All right, you teleport 30 feet away, and you watch as the cloud spins around towards where Gibby is just teleported to.
Now, I just have to move the extra 15 feet, and can I use my action to try and get in that door?
All right, you run and you grab onto the door, and it is locked.
Well, poop. Oh, well. How many bonus actions do I get, by the way?
One.
Only one.
All right, I'm good.
So you grab on, you're like, yes, and you kind of grab it, you hear chains, and you're like, no!
Are the chains on the inside or the outside?
Inside, unfortunately. As you look up, you
Wait,
realize,
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as you look around, you realize, this isn't how people get in and out.
It was worth a try. I just wanted to see. At least I got a little bit of distance, but I mean, this thing moves fast, so it'll probably be on me in the next turn, but hey, I tried. It was fun.
Kel, you get an attack of opportunity. This thing races towards Gibby with absolute, intent.
I don't think the mace is gonna do much to it, but
You have advantage because of Guiding Bolt, too.
Right. Let me roll that again.
Wahoo!
Not much better.
Oh.
10.
Nope, miss. You go and swing, and it just completely whiffs. Gibby, you turn around, and you see now as this crackling, dark and furious little thundercloud comes after you and just swallows you up. I would like you to roll a d4 for me.
Goodbye, everybody!
We gotta go.
2. Like
Reroll
Brian.
for me.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, reroll for me.
Oh, really? Okay. 1.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me.
What does this mean? Should I, is it bad? I'm tempted to use Tides of Chaos.
You can't Tides of Chaos this. It's only for specific rolls, unfortunately.
Oh, fine. What am I rolling again?
D6.
2d6? Oh, 1d6?
1d6. 1d6.
Okay. 4.
Okay. All right. That ends the creature's turn. Kel, it's just you.
Kel is anything but happy seeing his friends vanish.
Coincidentally, he's not putting 2 and 2 together, so,
Fuck.
This is gonna be another guiding bolt, this time at 3rd level.
Okay.
Does the 19 hit?
That hits.
Level 3.
that's a lot.
25 points of radiant damage.
Okay. You strike into this thing, and it's still standing, and that thundercloud gets darker and darker and darker. If you could ever see nature be pissed, this thing is pissed.
I wish now I had
Return,
the. Oh.
my friends.
It races towards you, and you do not have to roll. As you are sucked into this turbulent vortex of wind, that's where we're going to take a break.
Oh boy.
Real taskmaster, you.
You don't take Kel's friends. Make him angry.
Didn't help much though. You're just
Oh,
that.
boy.
You're literally just that kitty, just being like, "No talk now. I angy. I miss friends."
No talk now.
No talk. Engie.
I guess I'll go bathroom.
Guess
Guys,
I'll.
it is halftime, which means it's time to stretch your waters and drink your legs, absorb Laqueef, and remember to follow the Citra King on Twitter at Citra King and also on twitch.tv/the Citra King, because I told him I was going to do this and I did. And I also beat him to his bit, which is always nice. Gudrun, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Having a wild magic sorcerer is in Curse of Strahd is fun, especially when you use the same table as Monty. Arkov, did
You know what's even more fun? Using
What's
the
more fun?
D10,000 table.
What'd you say, Bosco? Also, Connor, you got a lot of static.
You're clearly still here. I'm good. Thank you for asking, Nightmare.
Yeah, I never leave.
Friendship is optional. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Love the show tonight. Hope you're all having a great night. Don't worry, Gudrun. Strahd will have a chance, and he'll kill you first.
I wasted a level 3
I was-
slot.
I was saying the only thing that's more fun than that table is the D10,000 table.
That one is chaos incarnate.
Also, Dark
That one
Wolf
has
9
campaign-altering consequences.
Dark Wolf 920. They give you the tier 1 sub. Always down to support anything D&D related. Zeon the Cobalt with a tier 1 sub. Hooray, Prince Division. Kitty Cat Gundam, thank you for the bits. Kel, a good friend. It's true, he is. Yeah. Good times.
Yes.
You guys are so chatty today.
What do you mean? I'm always chatty.
I don't know, say something.
Something.
Thank you, appreciate you. The One Freeman, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Bosco, if you shield 3 people, who would they be and what do they do? I would shill twitch.tv/Arkolv. You can find him at Arkolv on Twitter. He genuinely loves when you guys throw bits at him. He doesn't hate it at all. So yeah, we're starting a Get Him Out of Tennessee fund. He also recently found a bunch of cool restaurants that deliver to him. So if you want to help the best boy Arkolv try some new food, throw some bits at him. Zenlita with 300 bits. Got my first COVID shot and catching up on Prince Division, so I'm feeling good, except for my arm, which hurts. That is normal.
Did you see that burger I posted earlier, Bosco?
I sure did. Game Master Anth with 100 bits. No, the true chaos is the D100 times D100 table. I think that's the D10,000 that they were talking about. Who else would I plug? Well, I already plugged the Citra King, who you can find on the Citra King, twitch.tv/the Citra King, and at Citra King on Twitter. He's a good bean. He does really amazing art for the Unexpectables. You should definitely check him out and see all of the work that he posts. And then if I had to plug a third person, I would probably plug Gaijin Goomba. You can find him on twitch.tv/Gaijin Goomba and on all social media platforms at Gaijin Goomba. He recently helped me learn what the hell a samurai actually was, and he did some really cool culture shock videos where he broke down how those mechanics work in D&D, which was a really good resource. So props to Gaijin. There's my 3 shout-outs. Burnout Vaughn with a tier 1 sub. Now, normally I'd use this halftime show to give Bosco shit, but after making it through the week of alcohol detox, I'm happy for things like the Prince Division to make me feel like my life is starting to get back to normal again. Good on you, Vaughn. Normally I would take this opportunity to have a wisecrack at you, but you're doing good work and working on yourself. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Haas82 with 10,000 bits. You will never be safe from my bits. Coming for you next, Connor and Lanny. I'm confused. Is this a gag?
No idea.
Huh.
Why do I keep slipping into Cal?
I don't know.
Is my mic unmuted?
Yes.
Is your mic unmuted?
Oh,
Yes.
beans.
Yep.
You probably heard me earlier. My toast is taking a really long time. I'm sorry. I might be a little bit long.
That's fine. Take your time.
I've had toast only once, and it was from a Waffle House.
Honestly, Waffle House, I heard, isn't bad, so it's probably fine. Excelente. Haas82, thank you so much for the 20 tier 1 subs. I have no idea who you are, but thank you very much. Out here throwing bits and subs around.
I eat many things nowadays that I may not.
That's
Although
true.
it used to be just pizza.
Hey, Kel, because I'm tired of talking, what are some of the cool things that you've eaten recently, Kel? Since you can't distinguish your characters.
Yeah. Well, I had really spicy chicken from a new place I didn't know existed.
And when you say really spicy, do you mean like for you or in general?
It was a different kind of spice. Like I'm used to just eating ghost peppers, as snacks, but this was
You're done.
Cajun. These had a very different kind of kick. It was
It's
really
called
nice.
flavor.
And then there was also that burger, which I mentioned earlier. It was best burger I've ever had. Also, I'm not inclined to say it, but you were right.
About.
The pizza place you suggested.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
But best pizza I've had.
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Expensive, though.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but it is good. Uh, 500 bits from Hellfang Wolf. Yeah, I'm not reading that. You said strange little man. You said strange little man.
Then there was also this spicy chicken sandwich from a place called Saxby's. I don't know how widespread that is, but
It was really good. It was actual chicken breast, not weird meat paste.
Yeah, when are you gonna try mayonnaise?
I've had mayonnaise.
Yeah, but when are you gonna try it
Ew.
for the first time?
I've had it. That implies I've tried it.
Does it? Are you sure? Do you remember?
Oh, fuck you.
I am back.
I can't remember what it tastes like. Damn it.
Mayonnaise isn't really comparable to many things, actually. It's
Yeah, I feel like you would remember if you've had it, Arkov, and it doesn't sound like you do.
Never been a fan myself.
Welcome back.
I'm just gonna do it really quick.
It's
I like mayonnaise on some things, but sometimes I get stuff that has mayonnaise on it, and they absolutely destroy the food with mayonnaise, and I'm like, God damn it.
yeah, mayonnaise isn't great on everything.
Does it even have a taste?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got like a sort of a very mild, almost mustardy
Arkov,
taste, I guess.
when you try it for the first time, let me know, and we'll discuss.
I've had it before.
Then why
It's-
can't you remember it?
Because my memory is shit.
Oh, that sounds like a
It's-
paradigm
It's like
wrapped up in
fluff.
a paradigm.
It's like fluffy egg custard mustard.
Yeah, it's a paradigm
Does it
wrapped
have
up in
vinegar
an
in it or
enigma
something?
It's
and thrown into
It's-
Pandora's box.
there's not really a lot of things that are like it, honestly.
What is
Yeah.
custard?
Well, you're about to learn.
You know what pudding is?
Yes, I love
It's like,
pudding.
it's like that, but thicker.
Mm.
Connor, your mic.
Oh, Jesus, not again.
Hey, ghosts. They're coming to talk to us. Yeah, mayonnaise is weird, and I don't like it because it has the vinegar in it, which is probably why I also don't like ketchup.
I know what vinegar is, but I've never had it.
Uh-huh.
If you've had
Just
vi-
order a
you've had
salad and tell them to
ketchup.
put vinegar on it. It'll be great.
Yeah, if you had vinegars and ketchup.
Yeah, if you've had ketchup, you've had
good.
vinegar.
Good, good.
It's kind of what gives it that weird sort of bite to it.
Yeah, that kick.
Mm.
I don't like ketchup.
Speaking
and
of
I don't
ketchup,
care for it.
I recommend
ketchup.
mixing broccoli and green beans with ketchup.
No. What?
Fuck?
Are you from
It's actually
Tennessee
really
or
good.
from hell?
Broccoli with ketchup is actually really good.
I'm not downing you. It's just not something I would really seek
No,
out.
I am doubting you. You're not allowed to have life choices anymore. You have to let us decide everything for you from now on. Clearly, you're not capable of being an adult.
But I am an adult.
We gotta
Really?
have a
Then tell me what mayonnaise tastes like.
God damn it!
To be fair, I don't remember what mayonnaise tastes like, but I don't like mayonnaise because I add it and I don't want it. I just remember it's sort of pungent in its
Okay.
way.
I do
All I know-
not like broccoli with cheese. I prefer broccoli with ketchup.
All I know is it's Duke's or bust.
What's Duke's?
Duke's is a brand of mayonnaise.
Oh, never heard of it.
100 bits
I
from
imagine.
Hellfang Wolf. So is Arkolv the real
Is
world
it local?
equivalent of a fish out of water character? When it comes to food, I don't even think that does him justice.
It's gonna be so much fun to get him down here and just have food nights. We'll just eat everything.
Yeah, I know. That's why you can go to twitch.tv/Arkolv, and if you throw bunches of bits at him, we can get him out of Tennessee and show him real food.
It's true.
Okay. You guys good to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Citric, I need to talk to you later about a strangle emote.
Citric's actually not taking commissions right now, so he's a little busy. Sorry. Commissions are currently closed.
Okay.
Then I will PayPal Sarah a lot of money to strangle you.
Kinky.
Yeah, he might be weird about it. That's the one problem.
All
Even
you
as
guys
he's
gonna get back
dying.
into it?
It should be good to go.
All right. We're gonna start with Bryant first.
Oh dear, that's a mistake.
So Bryant,
So Monty.
as you swing down your sword into this cloud-like humanoid creature, your world suddenly goes like gray, and you're kind of stuck in this turbulent wind tunnel for half a second before you feel your body go loose and free fall, and you begin to spin, and your body collides into something. You kind of groan before your body begins to slowly slide down a glassy surface.
Okay.
You feel a rush of wind, and as you begin to turn back behind you, you are on top of a skyscraper, currently sliding down to its edge.
Wait, I'm on
This
a
is
skyscraper
fun.
sliding to its edge?
Yeah,
Like-
you've been
like I'm on the
teleported on
roof?
top of a skyscraper. Yeah, you're on top of a skyscraper's like precipice, like the peak. Almost like the like a monolith peak glass, and you are sliding down, and you are like, oh, like you're just sliding. You can just see the city streets like hundreds upon hundreds of feet beneath you as you're sliding down. What do you do?
Do I know that this is an illusion?
You don't know.
Can I make like a wisdom save to like disbelieve this is real?
Roll a investigation check, I suppose.
Of course. It's a 12.
This is not an illusion. This is real. You're physically feeling this. This is a real thing.
Okay, then I'm gonna take the sword and stab into the side of the building to start to slow my descent.
All right, it is glass.
Yeah, I should be able to easily break that, correct?
It's thick, and it's a roof set of glass.
Worth a shot. Longsword, right? Just make an attack against the glass, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay. 13.
You go to swing and stab down, and you just like scratch down as you're slowly beginning to make your way down towards the edge at this point.
Well, I don't have Featherfall, so I'm gonna keep trying to slow myself with this sword, and if it doesn't work, that's paste.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try one more time. Oh boy, nat 20.
Nice.
Ooh.
As you're like, no, you bring down the sword and you stab. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay. There's Brian 3.
Yeah, there he is. You stab down and you watch his this shattered sort of effect. It doesn't go completely through the glass, but you stab down your sword and it stops you. Your ankle's slightly dangling off the edge of the skyscraper.
Nice. I'm gonna hold myself back up, question mark?
As you kind of bring yourself back up, you slip and you fall back down. It's really steep.
Okay. So I'm just like, I'm at the edge of, so I'm assuming it's like the Chrysler building where it all comes to a peak, and then it's like it comes down out of like a pyramid, and then it would just, I would fall straight down towards the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm at the point where I would be just free falling versus sliding down.
Yeah. You'd be
Okay.
just a sheer fall at this point.
I mean, can I break the windows enough to get inside the building?
Looking down, you have another equally as dangerous fall within. You are basically stranded here, as far as
Cool.
you know.
Then I'm gonna just hang on.
Okay. Meanwhile, Tanis,
Yep.
you suddenly feel your body come to a, like, just this cramped space. You feel your chest pushed up against something, like you're sandwiched between something, and it's complete pitch darkness.
Oh boy. I just can't see anything even with my dark vision, huh?
No, but you can roll a perception to listen.
Okay. I'll close my eyes and I will listen.
Okay.
16.
Okay, you hear the sound of an engine. And you feel momentum. As you kind of like move a little bit, your elbow kind of hits something hard and cold and solid.
Do I feel anything beneath me? Like
Yes.
bumpiness?
You feel like almost like a rigid sort of like consistently rigid like hard surface, also cold as well. Not like icy cold, but just like cool to the touch.
I'm in a truck. Could I feel like the metal of the sort of space that I'm in. It does feel like metal, correct?
Your back is hitting something solid. Your arms, as you kind of like, you can't actually like flip your elbows up to like, you know, put your palms up against the thing that's ahead of you. Like you're kind of like flat. It's like as if you're in a coffin that like the bottom's completely filled and you are just squished up against the lid. The lid
Okay, so I'm in
itself
a
is
really
wood.
tight space then.
You're in a really tight space. Yeah.
And the thing that I am encased in, it feels like metal, right?
You're not encased in it. It just feels like it's around you, like it's stacked around you. I'll say as you feel around, you kind of hit this object that's kind of cool, and you kind of like grab it. You can't like bend upwards, but you can kind of shift it side to side. And as you kind of hold on to it, it's really heavy, and it feels like a bar, like a metal bar of some kind.
Does it feel like a lever?
A letter?
Or a lever? Or like a latch?
No. It feels like an object, like it feels like a like an ingot of some kind.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna so I'm laying on my back at the moment.
Yeah, you were laying on your back and you were like pressed up against.
Can I like push my hands up towards where my face is looking?
No, you do not have enough space to actually bend your elbows up. Like that's how tight you are. You can move your arms like side to side, like
okay. So I can't kill Bill this then.
No, you cannot kill Bill this.
Gotcha.
You feel for a second as you're trying to figure out where you are. You feel as the momentum stops, and you begin to hear two voices. And you begin to feel the thing you're in begin to just jostle and move. And you hear sort of like a noise. And you see kind of peeking through some of the cracks, you realize you were in a crate because you can see wood now as a little bit of light seeps through. And as you kind of look towards what your hand is holding, you are holding a gold bar.
Oh. Does it say anything on it? Is it like stamped?
Roll a perception check.
I do have dark vision, so if light is seeping through.
No disadvantage for this.
12.
It says MDG. And it's like stamped in the corner. MGDG.
Madison Dwyer Garden.
Roll a history check for me. Ignore the cat, please.
Goblin, help me. 19.
This is Mountain Dwarven Gold, which is a specific type of gold that is incredibly easy to enchant and is very regulated. And you don't know whether this is a legal shipment or an illegal shipment.
Okay. I'll set it back down. No. I'll put it in my pocket.
Okay, you bring your thing and you just squeeze it kind of into your pant pocket. It's the only place you could put it from your current position.
Okay.
And as you feel the crate begin to move, Gibby.
Yes.
Oh, Gibby.
Why? What, did you send me to hell? Do I get to go down to the fiery depths? It's just being my goddamn luck.
Gibby, similar to Bryant, you feel yourself suddenly under a bunch of stuff, almost like at the bottom of a ball pit.
It's not quite similar to Bryant. You mean Tanis, right?
Sorry, Tanis. I apologize. Yeah, Tanis.
Is it heavy stuff?
It's
Like,
really heavy stuff, and it's not like large objects. It's just small objects that are heavy.
am I able to move them out of the way? Can I sort of swim, push my way upwards?
Sure. Roll. I'd say roll an athletics check for me.
Oh.
I'm gonna change the music here.
Did it? Oh. No, 2.
Okay, you kind of shift and move, and you kind of like squirm your way through. Eventually, your head pops out, not your whole body. You're like, and breathe, and you see a sea of glittering coins and candelabras and swords and crowns.
Oh shit,
You-
oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
You don't need to make a check for this.
Oh, I know
seen one of
exactly.
these.
I know where I am. I mean, don't know whose it is, but I know where I am.
This is an ancient dragon's hoard.
Oh, fuck.
My existence. Okay. Looking around, is there any indication of which dragon's house this is?
Roll a perception check.
Oh god, please don't be the one I'm thinking of, but it probably will be, won't it? 14.
You suck in your breath, and you're like, where am I? It's not acid backs. It's different than acid backs. You remember acid backs.
Oh, it'd be nice if it was acid backs, but I'm not that lucky.
And you just kind of slowly turn your head. And you know, like in The Hobbit, when you just see Smaug's eyeball just kind of close and kind of rise up, you see a dragon's closed eye just kind of open up and immediately train on you.
Great.
Hell,
Wait, I wanted.
Yes?
No, okay.
you feel your body drop like 2 feet. It just tongue onto a hard surface. Let me try and find something that will work for this. Oh god, how would this work? You know what?
Sorry,
Well,
gotta stop doing that.
We'll just do this actually. Your back collides. You hear a bunch of objects and glass things kind of fall off, and you're just like, oh, my back. It hurts pretty hard. You don't take any damage. And you hear a voice go, oh, Doran, it fucking worked, bro. It fucking worked. Dude, back up, back up, back up. And you hear a bunch of different voices and like shuffling.
Oh, gods, don't
as-
tell me I landed in a frat house.
And you, as you kind of sit up, you see that you're surrounded with a circle of candles. And you see a bunch of like college kids wearing like cloaks. And they're all just staring at you like wide-eyed. And you watch as there's a furbolg, 2 humans, an elf, a tabaxi, and a gnome currently staring at you. And you watch as one of the humans like smacks the other human and goes, Chat, fucking talk to the fucking demon. And he's like, right, demon, we have summoned you to help us. And the other guys like give him a look like, man, fucking come on. It's just like, speak to us, demon, your untrue name. We beseech you, this sacrifice. And you watch as like the gnome walks over with what looks like some sort of like ham sandwich, like putting it down. It's like, I told you to get a fucking pig heart. It's like, they didn't have a fucking pig heart. Just give it anyway. Just to hand you a sandwich. Speak to us, demon, and know that we are your humble servants.
Kel's eyes twitching like mad. He takes a deep breath, slowly gets to his feet, and then he stares him dead in the eye. I am the mighty Kaizurin. Who dares summon me?
Okay. You watch as the Tapaxi turns and goes, that's such a cool fucking name. They're like, shut up. It's like, okay, sorry. And it's just like, oh, Kelzoran. our grades are really shitty. If you were to, with your mighty powers, give us the power we seek, we shall provide you more humane sacrifices like this. And he points towards the sandwich that is next to you.
Humane sacrifices.
Let it be known that your offering is very much appreciated. And Kel will cast Bless on them.
Okay. How many can you bless?
How many are
Can't
present?
There are 6 present at the moment.
I can't believe you
Mm,
just became a warlock patron.
Then Kel will use a level 2 slot to bless at least 4 of them.
Okay.
The one who presented the sandwich, the one who's talking, and could I roll an insight to see which 2 are the most earnest?
Sure, go ahead.
That's a 10.
Okay. The elf and the other humans seem the most earnest. The furbolg is like, what the fuck did I... He's like literally like playing a video game in the corner and looking on at this like he's just there.
And Kel will bless those 4.
Okay. He watches the speaker for them, goes, yo, fucking Lucas. And he like smacks his buddy. I fucking feel it, bro. And he's like, yeah, I fucking feel it too, bro. Holy shit, dude.
Actually, Monty, can I do one better?
Sure.
Who is the one that provided the means of this summoning?
Well, we bought the candles from a local store. And we got this ham sandwich from the deli. As for the summoning, it was a team effort, your evil one.
I see. Which one of you? If all of you had to die, which one would you send free? Who would you spare?
They all look at each other like, oh fuck, bro. He watches one goes, oh me. He's like, no, fucking not you. And they kind of like begin to kind of bicker amongst themselves.
Cal is more or less looking for who would sacrifice themselves for the others.
The furbolg at this point is just shaking his head and goes back to his video games like, this is fucking crazy, bro. Like, he's like so not invested in this. You watch as the speaker goes, I, Chet, am willing. I think, bro.
You are willing to die for your friends?
Yeah, he kind of steps back a little bit and goes, if it means that I get to come back as, you know, a totally righteous and awesome fucking demon, yes.
No.
Okay,
Whomever
no.
dies will bestow a blessing on the others. Which one of you is willing to give of yourself without reward?
They look at themselves and they're just like, they like kind of smack the gnome and go, you fucking got the wrong thing. It's just like, well, he likes it, so it's not my fault. And they're just kind of begin to argue again.
Did Cal roll another insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Try to gauge which one is not an idiot. Or at least which one seems like the least selfish.
Sure, go ahead. Insight check.
Please roll high. 23.
The elf seems like the smartest. Like, even they're kind of cocking their head and they're like, you can see them kind of not really taking the whole thing seriously, and they're just kind of like, wait, like, this is a weird looking demon. I don't know if this is a demon. And like, you can see that they're like kind of like, when the, like one person is pointing at the other going, you should be the one to sacrifice. He goes, no, like, no. So the elf seems to be the one who is the smartest and also seems the most selfless, if you had to argue.
You, elf, step forward.
You watch as all the other characters in here go, oh, Harris, and they all step back, and you watch as the elf kind of says, shut up, and kind of steps forward, and she adjusts herself, and she kind of like goes, oh, great, Cal, what was his name again? Sorry, Calzaran. I'm Harris. Nice to meet you.
Give me your hand, Harris. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Roll either an intimidation or persuasion of your choice.
Both are awful. Let's go persuasion.
Okay.
Kel's not trying to intimidate. 4.
She kind of looks at you and goes, why? And you watch as you hears another one goes, I think it's because it's like to sacrifice virgins, right? And he goes, fucking shut up, Chet. And she turns back and crosses her arms and goes, for what purpose, great Zoran?
Well, you seem like the most intelligent one here, so I want to give you my blessing.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
11.
Okay. Commoner stats. Let's go, bro. Ooh. You watch as she kind of like, at first she's like skeptical, and then she's kind of like, oh, hey, like someone who acknowledges my capabilities. She goes, that would be correct. And she kind of hands off her hand to you, just kind of is like cocking her head and looking a little, you know.
Kel will gently take her hand and cast Coming of Age from the ceremony spell.
Okay.
I think that takes
For
a
the
while to
next
cast.
24 hours. Oh, does it?
It takes
1 hour
to
casting
cast.
time.
I'm fine with that. It
Okay.
takes a while, but it'll be worth it, I promise.
You watch as they all are like, is that gonna like change our grades, bro?
If you work together with your friend, yes. If you think for yourselves, you will all fail.
They all gasp and like look over and they're like, my scholarship. And you like hear them like variously chattering as you begin the ceremony spell. Bryant. You hear like a kind of cracking noise as the various different branches of this broken glass is just kind of crawling up the side of the skyscraper. You've been
Okay.
holding on here for maybe 5 minutes. Your arm is killing you, but you've been swapping, you know, between arm and just kind of keeping hold for as long as you can.
Am I hanging?
Your ankles are slightly hanging off the edge, but like the majority of your body is on the side of the skyscraper still.
Okay. There's no way to break this glass?
Doesn't look like, no.
Cool, we're gonna go down. I'm gonna pull the sword out and fall further and try to stab in somewhere else. Because this is not gonna
Okay.
work. This is just a matter of time.
All right. As you do so, you let go and you slide down, and your fingers catch the edge of this like metal frame that kind of encompasses the glass. You kind of catch onto that, and you look down. It's a smooth skyscraper. It's like I don't live in big cities, but you know the ones that are just like kind of like a big glass sheet all the way down. You get the sense that if you fail at hitting the side, you're just gonna shove yourself back as you're falling and just kill yourself, essentially. Like you're gonna doom yourself. But you do notice, roll a perception check down below.
Okay. 19.
You do notice now there is a gathering of emergency vehicles down below where you are. It seems like maybe someone noticed you in a different building.
Do I feel like I'd be able to hang here long enough for them to get to me?
With your strength score, yes.
I'm gonna grab the sword again then.
You kind of you just hold on to the edge and you kind of re-stab the sword, and you hear as more of the glass kind of angles up. Kind of let out a deep sigh. Tanis,
Mm-hmm.
your world begins to shift around, and you can hear some grizzled voices kind of talking and barking back and forth. You think for how much you get paid with how much it weighs? And you feel as your entire body, like the box shifts on its side, and all the gold presses up against you on your back. So you're no longer on your back. You're like squished up against it on your side now. And you're just like, as more of the weight collides with your back. But yeah, it's good money, you know. And you watch as you feel yourself kicked up. You get the sense that the box has been put on like a little dolly and is now being wheeled out the truck.
I'm going to stay as quiet and as patient as possible until I come to a stop.
All right. You feel kind of a crashing noise, and you hear like more bickering, and you kind of hear like a on a door. You hear some voices. You can definitely tell the two people are dwarves just by the way that they speak. You hear one of them go, "This lizard bastard better pay us well." And you watch the other one goes, "It's his boss that pays us well, but customer service and all that." And you watch the other one goes, hey, customer service shouldn't be the business of smugglers. He goes, shh, watch your mouth. He goes, what do you mean? We're in a bounded part of town. No one's gonna fucking arrest us. There ain't no cops around.
And it just smiles in the box.
You hear a kind of twisted, knotted groan of wood, and you hear some footsteps approach, and you hear an ordinary voice kind of go, oh, there you are. I could hear you bickering outside. And you go, all right, here's your order, Artemis. And they kind of, you feel the box just shifted forward.
Artemis?
Artemis, yeah.
I'm going to pull out my phone and start recording.
Okay, you do so. You pull out your phone and you just kind of start pressing buttons on it. You begin to boop, record.
I'll just keep that in my jacket pocket and have that be recording.
You hear the doors go, so about a tip. And he goes, my boss will tip you. Well, he's not really my boss. He's my patron or my commissioner. He'll pay you, but thank you. And you kind of watch as he kind of throws. You hear the sound of him throwing something, and you hear the doors go, "Aye, okay, you know a way to a dwarf's heart. Beer. You could buy more expensive stuff, you know." You hear the voice go, "Yes, I'm aware, but please, I must return to my work." "All right, well, good day then." You begin to feel as the crate begins to move again, and you kind of like grip onto your phone. You're like, "Whoa." And you feel sort of the strange movement as if you're being floated, like you're floating up. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Kind of peek through one of the cracks in the crate.
Hurt 11.
Okay. You kind of peek out. You smell something. You don't see anything, but you do smell something. It smells like soot and like metal filings and like kind of oily metal is the best way to describe it. As the light leaves you and you enter into a darkened place that smells rife of oils, and not like nice smelling oils, but like mechanical oils and greases, and you feel the temperature steadily rise, not to a point of uncomfortability, but it gets warmer, and you watch as different types of hissing steam like kind of begins to stream out as you feel you gently float into a space. And as you kind of reach a point, you see this sort of brilliant orange and red fire, almost kind of the light of which kind of creeps in between the cracks of the crate, and you can smell soot.
I'm gonna pull out my short sword and get ready to pry the lid off this thing.
Okay. As you do so, you feel the box land on the ground. And you hear kind of like a fucking dwarves. Drink of that fucking swill like I'd know it's good. And you hear like some rattling of tools, and you hear a shunk, like this sort of like metal noise. And you feel a shunk right above you. And you hear a as you feel a crowbar is being pried into the box that you're in. Do you do anything, or you just let it open?
I'm just gonna let it open. I'm gonna put my short sword away first.
Okay, you put your short sword away, and you hear a come on, this thing is tight. You watch as you hear a popping noise, and as the lid pops open, immediately the light hits you. This is a dark space. You see like this sort of twisted, almost like not MC Geiger, but like, you ever remember that one screensaver that you had back in the early computer days that was like all the tubes or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like all the pipes and tubes. The walls are basically like barren walls of just pipes and tubes, and you see staring down at you a rather rugged and really sort of like not Kelzoran shaped, but definitely like a big and rugged looking red dragonborn staring back at you. And he cocks one eyebrow and is like, "What the fuck?" Gibby.
All right.
Okay. What color is this?
You
dragon?
see a dragon's eye stare at you, and you watch as I'm going to change the music here.
Just rise out of the box. Oh, you are very under arrest.
It's like, sir, I'm gonna need you to come with me, please.
You watch as slowly and monolithically the dragon's head rises out of the gold, and it's really hard to tell what color this dragon is. And as the head rears up, you watch as the neck just keeps going and going and going, as you realize staring down at you is a gold dragon.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, so I'm just... look, I don't know if this is any better, but I'm really glad it's not the red dragon. Okay.
Do you say that out loud?
No. But,
Okay.
so can I move at all besides my head?
You're, with that roll you had earlier, no, you are currently technically restrained at the moment. Your head is just poking out.
I'm going to stare up very wide-eyed and just be like, I'd like to explain this, but I also can't move at all.
You watch as the head comes down to you. Notably, the muzzle is a bit more stout, but there's these sort of long, almost Gyarados like kind of whiskers of gold that come out, and various other ones of silver. And the eye, he looks so quizzical at you. The eye is like the stunning, almost white color, and it brings it down to you, and you just feel the air around you rush forward as you hear a sort of smell noise.
Yeah, you probably smell that. Could I get a little help, please?
Roll just a basic charisma check for me.
Nyeh. 8. Yeah, good
You look
modifier
sleep
there.
deprived. Your hair's all messy. You've been sleeping on top of a roof for the night. The gold dragon kind of leers down and goes, "Now, why would I free a potential thief?"
Well, not a thief, honest. Again, would like to explain that, though I'm a little very confused why I ended up here. But again, can't really move.
He kind of smells again and goes, "You reek of primordial winds."
Yeah, that might be why I'm here.
And yet, you watch as the body, and now you see how long the body is. And like, you literally you turn around and you see the tail just kind of peek up on the other side of this massive horde. Are you...
Gibby sort of just sighs and looks him very straight in the eye and goes, "Yes, sir, I am a princess."
You watch as his entire body rises now out of the gold. He is, oh my god. He's probably as long as almost like the sky train would be in this region. I'd say, how long is the sky train? I'm gonna try and find that out.
I mean, I can imagine.
I'm just curious. It's more of a curiosity. So like about, 6 cars, like train cars long. He kind of stands up and you watch as the form shifts and it comes down to this rather old looking man. Asian descent. He's got kind of like jet black hair that kind of runs back in a long ponytail with one kind of white streak that runs down the same length. He's wearing very nice clothing of a traditional sense. And he kind of walks over towards the goal and he goes, "Here." And you watch as he grabs the back of your shirt and pulls you up with very little effort. And all the gold kind of rings off of you. And he kind of pats you down with the back of his hand.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do not run.
Sir, I am not stupid enough to think I would be getting away that way.
Good. Follow me, Miss,
Lauren Gibby, Rampoon City Police Department, Prince Division.
They have a woman of the likes of you working in the Prince Division. Ignore my cat, please.
I just want to imagine off in one of the gold piles of just this tiny little cat just having a time of its life. Like, yay! Anyway. if you mean of the princess disposition, yeah, I suppose it's a little unorthodox, but on the other hand, rather suiting.
You watch as he begins to walk down the pile. Mind your step. And do
I
not pick
will-
up anything, I will know.
Yes, sir. I will follow him carefully.
Unlike Acidback, this individual, this dragon, the gold dragon, carries himself in a very noble guise. Like the head is always up. Acidback's always been a little bit more awkward. He definitely has an air of pride to him and power. This dragon has an air of like wisdom to him, more so than Acidback. You get the sense.
Uh-huh. Can I insight him?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
7. Now roll 20's taking it out on me.
Okay.
I suppose
you
it's
kinda
better
look at
here
him-
than anywhere else.
It's hard to get a read on him. What you can probably determine is that he is much older than Acidback. Like, much older. Are you coming?
Yes, coming.
Kind of run down. It's really slippery and very hard to maneuver. But as you make your way down, you eventually hit a floor, like a really nice wooden floor with a really nice rug that runs to a door.
So compared to Acidbacks, like how much bigger is this horde?
Oh, like maybe 3 or 4 times the size. It's huge. Acidbacks was kind of like in a kind of had like a perimeter around it, almost like a kiddie pool. There's no perimeter around this horde. It just fills the space. Looking at it, I mean, considering how big he was and he was completely covered in it, this is an immense amount of wealth in one spot.
I mean, that legit was what I was gonna say. I'd just be like, this is immense, sir.
It is no doubt the biggest dragon horde that exists within the city, so I would suspect as much.
I believe it.
You are a very strange woman.
I've heard that in varying shapes and sizes.
And depending how the day is done, one of many few who has seen my horde.
I think I'm probably right in saying that may be an honor, sir.
If you survive. You watch as he reaches over and opens the door. Roll an insight check on him.
15.
Okay. You get a sense that while he's being courteous, he doesn't like the fact that you showed up in his fucking horde out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, I understand that. It's
So-
like
He's kind of you're kind of strange. You're let's just say this. It might have been a good thing that it was Gibby, because, you know. Also, the 4 was the event, and then the 6 was what dragon you would have gotten, by the way.
oh god, I thought so.
Oh.
I thought so. Oh, I could have ended up at the Red Dragon's fucking place. Fuck me.
Yep.
Could I have ended up at Acidbacks and he'd just been like, the fuck?
No, he was not on this list.
Aw, it would have been just so funny to be like, oh, hello.
Dang it.
Okay. So, Gibby, as you follow behind him, immediately there's a smell that hits your nose. Whereas Acidbacks was kind of like this very clean, you know, like fancy hotel sort of smell. You smell like used bookshop, like that nice musky sort of.
Ah, I love that
cozy
smell.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, this is nice. And you notice as you're walking.
Oh, she would like that smell because she tempted a library
Yeah.
at one point. That's why she gets to do so much Okana shit, because she read a lot.
You're like, oh wow, and you just see like floor to ceiling these massive bookshelves just filled with books, and not just like modern books, like old books, like really old books. There's even like scroll cases.
Oh yeah, this makes Gibby super nostalgic. She's like, it was one of the few things back in her past that she, even if it wasn't much, she enjoyed it. She liked reading. She got into it.
Roll just another charisma check for me.
Okay. 20, soft.
Okay. You watch as you're kind of like, whoa, like looking up at the books. You notice the dragon turn around. And he kind of raises an eyebrow and he kind of looks forward and goes, "Perhaps you're not a thief of gold, but a thief of knowledge."
Just reading. I worked in a library once. I liked the quiet, and when there's not much else to do but read, you kind of get into it.
I agree with that. He kind of keeps walking. As you just turn the corner, there's more books, and he opens up these double doors and pushes them forward. You remember the library in like Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah. Huh.
He opens it up, and it's this beautiful sort of Asian framed, just immense library. And you're just like, oh, like it's huge. This is the biggest collection of books you've ever seen in your life.
I'll ask him, which is your hoard, sir? The gold or this?
Both. It is of the behavior of all dragons, ancient or otherwise, to gravitate towards an object or thing. And that is their hoard. I have been collecting these books for 1,000 years.
It's amazing.
It's nice to have someone who appreciates it as such. Follow me. He keeps walking.
I will follow.
All right. Kel, you finished the ceremony spell.
It is done.
He watches like all the other kids scramble and go, "How does it feel, Harris? Are you good? Are you good?" And she's like, I feel good. Can you press what ceremony does again?
Oh, yes. It was the coming of age. You touch one humanoid who is a young adult. For the next 24 hours, whenever the target makes an ability check, if it can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an ability check.
Okay.
It can only work once.
Wow. You watch as they turn and go, "Do you think you can do the exam now?" I was like, "Bro, I think I can do the exam now." And they're like, "Whoa!" Like, they all like kind of look at each other. "Oh, great demon. Please, we beseech you, this, go get something else." You watch as the gnome runs off. He's like, give us a second. "We beseech you." And you watch as she comes up, "This packet of ramen noodles." And it like puts it on your lap. "And this half container of mustard." And they hand it off to you as well.
Can we say that Kel's just sitting, as you put it, crisscross applesauce in the middle of a circle?
Okay. They all kind of like exchange a look, and like he watches Chat kind of picks up this book that he has. He kind of looks down and goes, "You're supposed to go away now."
Yeah, no, about that. Not a demon. I'm a cleric, also a cop.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh boy. 9.
You watch as they exchange a look, and you hear like one of them like spit out the drink, go, "Fucking cop," and you're just like, no. It's just like you watch as Chet goes, "Nice try, demon." In the guide, he flips it around. It's literally like demon summoning for idiots or something, like some equivalent. He flips around the book and goes, "In this little blurb, it says that you'll try and trick us." He snaps the book shut. "Nice try, demon. But you do need to go. Go back from whence you came, great Kelzaren."
Hey Monty, is there a window nearby?
Yep, there sure is. It's a basement.
Is it
You
like ground
still-
level?
You see a laundry machine, and then you see a window above.
Does it look like Kel could fit through it?
Yeah.
Okay, you got me. One condition though. You, elf. What did you say your name was again?
Harris?
Harris. You are benevolent. Assist your friends in studying. And don't let them do something stupid like this again. They might get an actual demon. Well, I'm going. Bye. Kel's gonna
Okay.
scramble up to the window.
You run, and they all turn, and you just burst through the window and land onto some soft grass.
Please tell me he does like the fucking Scott Pilgrim out the window move.
Yeah,
Just
exactly
that.
that. And you hear what like one of the people go, "Shit, the fucking demon's escaping! I don't know what to do, bro. It's supposed to go." And like you hear them all begin to bicker and like anger, like they're going back and forth, and like you're them going, "He said he wasn't a demon, though," and like they start bickering and arguing. And you're just off running at this point.
Kel's just running off into the night.
All right.
I do want to do one other thing, though.
Okay.
This is something I've been kind of planning for. Once he's away from the idiots and he had his fun, he's calmed down. His mind returns to the job at hand, and he's going to cast Sending.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, we did meet Miss Haley Alonso, did not get her name or anything, but we encountered her at Lady O's. We
You
have
did,
physically
yes.
encountered her within 30 feet. Kel is going to cast Sending to her,
Okay.
and he is going to say, Miss Haley, I am Kel. We met at Lady O. You saw murder. Please help. And the final remaining 10 words, he's going to spell out his phone number to her with the remaining 10
Oh.
digits.
Okay.
If we can't get in, try to get her to come to us.
Sorry, I just gotta write down my response here.
Yeah, no worries.
Everyone got the sending spell.
It's useful.
It is very useful.
Which, even if Kel had been put in a dangerous situation, like the skyscraper like Bryant was, he was still going to cast that sending spell. It just would have been someone else's phone number rather than his.
Sorry.
You are perfectly fine.
Totally all right.
Sending kind of... It requires a specific number, so it's contentious.
I'm just gonna cross that out. Fuck, it's gonna take away 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Talk amongst yourselves while I do this.
So, Kel's a warlock patron now.
And on the side masquerading as a demon. I can't imagine meeting those guys on the street and being like, "It's a demon!"
They're expecting fiend powers, but they actually have celestial.
If we do happen to meet them on the street, Kel's gonna run immediately. He's gonna keep up the charade.
Like, oh god, they found me! Run. Like, what?
Oh, jeez, it's my summoners.
Just jump out a window again.
Window!
Window. It makes me think of the papyrus jumping through the window and
Exactly.
Tail.
Oh man. This is like turned out way different than I thought it was gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Oh. God, I'm really glad it wasn't a red dragon. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, oh god. If you hit a 1, it's gonna be bad news bears. But
Like, I don't even know how. Like, I'm not gonna get out of that. He's not gonna be threatened by me being a police officer. He was willing to kidnap fucking police officers. What am I fucking supposed to do about this? I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead, but I'm stuck. Ugh.
it's 25 words or 24 words.
25 words.
Okay. I gotta get more mechanical pencils. Okay. You get a response back. You hear a voice, a very young voice, kind of come in and go, "I don't work with cops. I don't know what I saw. I don't trust you. You hurt Zelverin. Just leave me alone, jerk."
Zelverin.
You hurt Zelverin.
I don't remember us hurting anyone, though. Probably
was
could have
that-
been... She's probably just generalizing.
You didn't hurt hurt someone, but you did hurt something.
Oh, yep. Well, Kel's also out of level 3 spell slots, so he can't reply back. He left her his number. If she don't respond, he will try again tomorrow.
Oh, that was what she was gonna say. Fuck, I actually fucked that up. I would say she would have maybe instead of saying just leave me alone, jerk, she would have probably. Sorry, I forgot to write that in. I don't have a phone. She doesn't have a phone, so.
Then Kel will have to try tomorrow.
As you remember it, she was like, she's kind of was abandoned on the streets, so she doesn't really have anything.
Yeah.
All right.
Kel will just try tomorrow.
Bryant, there's a decent crowd now below you. There's news stations now below you as well. There's a whole fanfare beneath you as you're just holding on comfortably and just like, God damn it.
I'm just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Baron Jamar is like looking at this feed on the news being like, this guy wants to try and raise my kid?
One sec. I'm just gonna grab some appropriate music. As you are kind of hanging on there, you've been there for like an hour at this point. You're just kind of holding on. And you begin to hear the flapping of wings. You hear a close by, and you can see something as you kind of turn your head. You see a harpy woman with kind of hair pulled back into a ponytail. She's wearing like a little front-facing, almost military-type cap. And it seems to have like search and rescue on it. It's like a search and rescue hat. And she's got a bunch of gear. And she's like, okay, sir, I need you to remain calm, okay?
Brian is gonna just look at her deadpan and not say anything.
Roll. Okay, she's gonna incite that. Are you trying to hide your emotions, or you're just
Nope.
like, fuck this?
Nope, Brian's pretty done.
Okay, I can see that you are not in a great deal of distress, which is not what my training has taught me. Okay. Now, sir, what is your name?
My first name is Get, and my last name is Down!
Okay, I do need you to remain calm then, sir.
She's just there. She's just there to
Sorry,
make
I
sure
forgot
you're
my
calm.
middle name. Me!
She kind of sighs and she goes, okay, I can assist you to get down, all right? But I need you to do a few things for me first, okay?
Deadpan look.
All right, okay, I'll just, fine. You watch as she flies up to the peak, and you see as she kind of lands at the tipmost point of the skyscraper, and you watch as she begins to take off some gear, and she kind of brings down a line to you very quickly. She goes, I need you to move on to this, sir, please, and I'm going to put some rigging on you so that way we can get you down safely, okay, sir?
I'm gonna do as she says.
Do you have any injuries that I should be aware of, sir, before we move you?
I mean, narratively, I probably feel like shit, but technically I'm healthy, so...
Yeah. It's more like if you've hurt your neck or something, if they try and lower you down or put something on you.
Got it. He'll
put pressure
shake his
on the
head
body.
no.
Okay. Do you feel concussed? Do you feel light of head?
Well, both of my arms are really sore.
Okay. You're just... she kind of like... You see her like, and all of her feathers kind of poof up, and she's just like, I'm trying to save...
Can I ship these two?
You watch as she kind of goes over now, and you can feel her like moving around your legs, and she goes, okay, I'm gonna try and I might snag your jackets. Just stay still, okay? Do not move, sir.
Deadpan look, not moving.
Okay, good. Now I need you to very gently grab onto the rope, please.
He will
Very
do
slowly,
so.
okay? I'm gonna walk
just
you
gonna
through
gra-
this.
He's just gonna grab it.
Okay, good. Now, let go of the sword, okay?
He's gonna let go of the sword.
You let go of the sword, and you watch as it kind of just like... She goes, okay, now gently with me. You watch as he begins to fly around you. Slowly make your way down, okay? Don't let go, just slowly. And you look at me, don't look down, okay, sir? Just look at me. You're doing a good job.
He's immediately gonna look down and then look back
No,
at her,
no.
and then look down, and then back at her, and then keep going.
Okay. She kind of gives you, now she's giving you the deadpan look, and she goes, okay, just keep going down. Slowly, okay?
He's gonna start going faster.
No, you hear like a strain up above, and you watch as she kind of grips the rope to stop you. He goes, you need to go slow. The anchor point is not strong, okay, sir? Slowly.
He'll go slower.
Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Get Down.
It's actually get me down. You gotta say the whole thing.
Apologies. I'll make sure to include those details in your report.
Bless your heart.
Can these two date? Seriously?
What?
What? What were you asking, Connor?
I was just shocked at the insinuation of them dating.
Come on, it'd be great. It'd be so much fun. What do you want from me? I like shipping.
As you guys begin to descend, it takes you a while, and you're beginning to make your way down. Brian, she keeps you there the whole time, and even with your incessant being a dick, she's still trying to be professional, and she kind of jabs back at you in underhanded ways. As eventually you hear the crowd, and you see a bunch of officers and fire department and ambulance, like, get back, everyone, please get back, and like all these film crews, like now being shoved backwards as you're slowly descending down. The moment your feet touch the ground, you're immediately flocked by first aid attendants who immediately check on you. What do?
Can you go get my sword?
You watch as the harpy kind of takes 2 steps towards the fire department and goes, oh, yeah, it could be a danger if it falls down. I'll go get your sword, Mr. Get Down. And she flies up to the roof.
Get me down, and thank you.
You watch as one of the ambulance goes, sir, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, we're gonna assess you over here, okay? Please sit down and please be cooperative.
Just be quick about it. I got shit to do.
Right, and they kind of bring you over. You watch as one of them kind of sound visible agitation. You watch as they begin to assess you, and eventually the harpy comes down with your sword. And she kind of like offers it to you.
He'll take it, and
As you go to take it, she pulls it back away from you, and she goes, "You're welcome, sir."
Did you not hear the thank you as you were flying off?
Not really. The wind was in my ears.
Well, thank you again, Mrs.
Varial.
Varial. Well, I'm varial appreciative of all your hard work.
You watch as one of the fire department people, like this elf just goes. What's your name? Your real name, idiot.
My name is Michael Bryant of the Rampoon City Police Department. Now get the fuck off me. I got a job to do.
You watch as she kind of scoffs and like hands you the sword and walks away. And you watch as the fireman goes, "It's okay, Varial, it's okay." He's just like, "Oh, don't talk to me right now. My feathers are all brushed." And she kind of like walks away, kicks a can, and keeps walking. You are actually detained. You cannot leave.
Can I show them my badge?
You do. And the police officers there go, "Yeah, he's one of ours, I guess. Oops. What the hell were you doing up there?"
Magic.
Well, don't do that.
It wasn't my magic.
We'll take him back to the station. Everyone depart. And you watch as the police officer, one you don't recognize, just kind of wipes his face and he goes, "What station are you from?"
Prince Division.
Oh, fuck. You're a Heaven's Ward cop. God damn it.
No shit, Sherlock. You did it. You cracked the case.
Do you know how much fucking money we're gonna have to spend on the fucking repairs for this shit?
Remind me, what district are we in again?
We're in the Central Ward.
Oh, sweet. So not my problem. Good. Just wanted to double check.
Oh, no. He like grabs you by the chest and lifts you up and goes, "You might have a cushy little office job in the fucking Heavens Ward, but here in the Central Ward, we don't fuck around."
Can I smack him in the face?
Sure, go ahead.
I mean, I don't
You
know
gotta
what
shove him back and like.
It's not for damage. It's literally just to smack him in the face.
All right, you kind of like headbutt him a bit and he lets go of you. He goes,
You put your hands on me again, I'm gonna break your fucking arm. You understand me?
You just hear another officer just go, let's just drive him back to the station. We're driving you back to the station. After
Good
that,
boy.
you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Fucking idiots.
You watch now as the people disperse, and you see a bunch of people like, can we get interviewed? And he's like, no, fuck off. And like all the people are just kind of like, we can't put that on the air. And they kind of walk away from him. Get in the car. You're lucky I don't fucking cuff you.
You cuff me, that doesn't mean they're gonna stay on.
He rolls his eyes. All right, you get
I'll get in
inside
the
of
car.
Yeah. Tanis,
Uh-huh.
you are... I gotta find actually a specific sound here. I should have grabbed this earlier. Just so I can find something here. There we go. That'll work. You are staring up at a red dragon who looks a little bewildered at the moment.
Can I just sort of like vault my way out of the box so I'm standing at least?
You kind of do like that flip up off the back, where you just on your back, you do like that like leg kick up.
Every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it.
Oh god, they shipped me a philosopher. Fucking hell. He kind of sits back.
Can you tell me where I am?
You're in my blacksmith shop. You see now as you turn your head, you see a giant forge in the corner of the room.
In what district?
I have a better question. Who the fuck are you?
Vero Tanis, Rampoon City Police Department.
How the hell? He looks over towards the Dwarven gold and looks back to you. Go, how the fuck did you get in there?
I'm trying to find that out myself. What's your name?
Right. Artemis.
So I heard. And what is all this mountain dwarven gold going towards? I assume you have is there like a permit process that I know about to get this? I know it's regulated.
That's a very like nuanced thing. That's like buying crude oil or like specific material goods. I don't think you would have the knowledge of that because you've never had a background in doing anything related to that. So you actually don't fucking know. You ask a lot of questions for a guy who has no idea where the fuck he is.
Well, I'm a cop, so it comes with the territory.
Fair enough. He kind of walks over and he goes to look at the gold and he goes, you didn't ruin anything. That's good at least.
No, I didn't. Hang on. I'll reach into my pocket and pull out the ingot and I'll just toss it back in the box.
It kind of clink, clink, clink lands. Notably, it's lighter than normal gold. It's still pretty heavy, but it does have a lighter tendency to it. Got kind of sticky hands for a cop.
When you get teleported into a box, things tend to fall into your places.
He sits down on a stool and kind of spins around and then stops, his tail kind of dragging on the floor as he looks at you. He kind of taps his muzzle. He's very nice looking. He's actually a really cool looking red dragonborn.
Ooh.
His face is a bit more slender. He looks like maybe if you had to gauge, he's definitely younger than Kel, but he has this air about him where he's like, he doesn't like you, clearly. He doesn't, but it's not for the reason you'd think. He just seems like he doesn't like people. You get the sense just the way he's looking at you.
You never answered my question about what district we're in.
We're in the Devil District.
His expression says nothing, but his mind says shit.
Specifically, you're in the apartment flats.
Apartment flats, like
Yeah.
housing.
Sort of. Old housing. Needs to be fixed up.
And you're running a blacksmith shop out of old apartment complexes.
Nobody around. Makes for good business when you're working with some rather unsavory types.
Fair enough.
He just kind of blinks slowly towards you.
I also blink, but he can't see it because I have sunglasses on.
Your sunglasses are slightly cracked, by the way, due to being smashed up against the crate.
I just take them off and put them in my pocket.
You just kind of take them off and... I can't decide. He kind of strokes his chin.
You can't decide what.
Well... You snuck into my goods. You're a cop.
I was teleported into your goods. I did not sneak.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, great. My best stat.
You're a good dad.
15?
Aha!
Oh, wow. Okay.
Long distance demon kill.
You
He
know,
just sent it real quick all of a sudden, like, you're good, Dad.
you watch as he
I
kind
hear
of
it on the wind.
You know, in any other context, I'd say you're fucking full of shit. And I deal with a lot of idiots. And that's kind of how I know you're not full of shit right now.
So what happens now?
I don't know. I could lock you in here and have you starve to death.
I don't think that'd be the brightest idea.
But if I let you go, you could be a bit of a problem.
Well,
I could.
I'll tell you-
He kind of
I'll-
shrugs his shoulders. Goes, I could contact a couple of my employers and make sure you're not a problem.
Speaking of contacts, I'll hit the stop recording button on my phone and I'll hold it up and show it to him. If you let me go, I won't send everything I heard in that crate to everyone I know.
Roll an intimidation check with disadvantage.
9.
He looks at you, he kind of laughs, and he goes, I mean, if you want to eat your cell phone, fine. He kind of sits down and spins around in the chair and just goes back to work.
I'll just raise a brow, put my cell phone back. I'll save the recording.
Okay.
Well, if that's going to be that, then I'll see if I can get myself out of your hair.
I don't
And
have hair.
Figure of speech. Now I'm I'm gonna make my way out. I'm gonna try
Okay.
to navigate this.
You're in sort of a chamber. It's a very small space. There is a living quarters, but it's like very cramped. It's like a big hammock. And it's definitely not taken care of. It's very dirty. You watch as the dragonborn is just like hunched over a little architect desk and is currently just scribbling. It looks like he's working on something. As you're kind of like putting around. This guy's back turned to you. He doesn't seem to give a shit.
Okay. I'll look for the exit.
All right, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
Here I go. Another one of my good stats. 18.
Okay. Pretty easy. You find, like, based on your experience coming down to the space, you do find, like, that big, narrow tunnel of, like, hissing pipes. And you do see that there is a door at the end, a wooden door. And you're like, yes! And you kind of make your way up. But the moment you hit the door, there is no doorknob.
Oh no!
Oh. Is there like a window I can peer out?
Nope, there's no windows. This is a very dark space.
Okay. I'll walk back towards the Dragonborn.
Okay. You make your way down the hallway back into the main space. You currently see him like flipping through the gold and kind of stacking it in a storage area.
So how am I supposed to get out of here?
There's the question, isn't there? He kind of goes back and just keeps slotting stuff onto the thing.
You seem very nonchalant about all this.
Well, it's not the first time someone tried to mess with me, and it probably won't be the last. You watch as he stacks more gold onto the shelf.
Well, I'm not trying to mess with you. As I said, I got here by accident.
Yeah, and as I said, you can starve to death. Can you step out of the way? You watch as he goes over and he starts slotting things in. Roll a perception or investigation of your choice.
I'll roll perception, because that has a plus in it. 21.
As he's stacking like the gold up in these like really kind of like rough wooden cubbies, it's so weird. It's such a juxtaposition. It's like the shittiest wooden shelves in the world, and it's like the most expensive gold that exists in the city, just next to each other. It's very bizarre. You notice off to the side is just a plethora of different like ingots, many different materials, and you do notice something that kind of reminds you, and you're like, I feel like I've seen this before. You see like a almost like a glass box filled with these sort of like probably 1 inch, maybe half an inch round red gemstones. And you're like, I feel like I've seen those before.
Red gemstones, huh? Do they look like they fit in a ring?
Yeah, they look like they fit in a ring.
I look back to the gold bars, and then I look back to the rings. Or then I look back to the gems. Do they look familiar? Or does the gold start to... is it what I'm thinking, Monty?
Yeah, you're able to piece it together with the perception. You're like, oh.
Do you see Durzip laughing at you as an image in your mind?
Oh.
I love you, Gimme.
He has to wave that image away from his mind like one of those cartoon clouds. Like, oh God, no.
Pull out my longsword and pop the idea bubble like a balloon. You make the red rings for the stronghold orcs.
Oh wow, you're perceptive. I didn't expect that you would be perceptive. He stacks like the rest of the gold on the shelf.
Perceptive and experienced.
Well, sure. Yeah, that's me. I make them. Make a plethora of other things for Baron Dramar as well. I'm sure he goes over to the stool and sits down. I'm sure you guys get along great.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he owes me money.
He kind of turns his head and looks. Baron Dramar owes you money.
Oh yeah, he's paying my daughter's tuition.
Roll a persuasion check.
You're a good dad.
But I'm not very charismatic. 18.
Oh shit.
The power of Demon Kill courses through you.
A magical teleporting elf wearing sunglasses is owed money by Baron Dramar.
If you want, you could ask him yourself. He'll probably recognize me based off of that description.
Kind of, the eyes kind of like, he stares at you for a second, and then like, you know when someone stares at you and then suddenly they squint their eyes like out of nowhere? He just kind of looks at you for a while, squints the eyes, slowly gets up without breaking eye contact, and opens a drawer and pulls out the oldest looking cell phone in the universe. And he flips it over, and he kind of blows the dust off of the actual like typing screen. He goes, ugh, communication. And you watch as he begins to pluck a number into the phone. And puts the phone to his ear.
I'm just gonna pick up one of the jewels and look at it while he's talking.
You watch as he turns and goes, don't break anything, towards the phone.
How can I break a jewel?
Gibby.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
No worries. Excuse me. I'm just trying to find appropriate. You know what? We'll find some nice ambient at ease music. You are brought into a smaller room off the side. It's almost like a nook, like a reading nook area, but it's big enough to have like a little table and chair set brought in. And you are provided food and something to drink as well, as the dragon sits across from you and just kind of just watches you. He's still watching you very carefully.
I mean, considering it's been a rough ass night, I'm glad to have some food and drink.
You haven't eaten in like almost like 12 to 16 hours. Yeah, you're really hungry.
It's that thing of like trying not to eat like a fucking pig, but also that thing of like, I'm super fucking hungry and this looks amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of like these not like the little cucumber sandwiches. It's like a cross-cut sandwich that you would get at like, like a nice little mom and pop deli sort of place. Like it's not like a big big sloppy like Reuben sandwich you'd get at like, like a New York deli. It's more of like a, you'd find it like a little artisan farm deli place.
She does catch herself at one point and she's just like, oh, thank you very much.
Of course. So how did you wind up in my horde, if you don't mind me asking?
She stops for a second. It's like, where do I begin? We were my colleagues and I. We were on a case. We were in the crane yard.
For the sake of brevity, do you just want to relay everything you kind of experienced?
Yeah, sure. She'll relay that, and then there's a certain point where she gets to the point of finding herself in her horde. She stops. She's like, oh shit. She kind of hops to her feet. She's like, my friends weren't there. Where are they?
Calm down. You watch as he puts a hand on your shoulder and he gently lowers you back to the chair.
Would you mind? Could I try texting them, please?
Your friends who are fellow officers?
Yes. I have no clue where they are.
Sure. He kind of watches you. He sits back
I pull out and just do the group text of, where are you guys? I gotta stop and I look at him for a second. I'm like, I'm not gonna type where I am yet. I was just be like, where are you guys? I'm okay, but I don't know where you are. I thought you'd be with me. And send that. And put my phone on. Okay, just try that for now.
He slowly nods up and down.
Can we respond?
Yeah, you can, as Gibby sits back down.
Go reply.
I was summoned. I'm a demon now.
Gibby grabs her phone the second it shakes, so she's like, oh shit, I already got one. And she just like, what? What is that? Okay, what does that mean, Kel? You're okay?
Go respond. Yes, I somehow ended up at the college. Free hand sandwich though. That was nice.
Okay. And just be like, Bryant, Tanis?
I'll text her back. I ended up in a crate full of gold in the house of the guy who makes the Baron's red rings.
I will just shoot a bunch of question marks at him like, what?
Shrug emoji.
You get nothing back from Bryant.
Just be like, Brian, are you okay at least? Please?
Nothing.
Oh, that's 2 out of 3. What a day.
You watch as the dragon sits back. I'm trying to find his name actually. I lost my paper with all my dragons on it.
I have it!
I think it's
Yin Tang.
Yin Tang, that's his name. Yeah,
I forget how we heard that name. Did we all hear that name?
I believe you heard it from
Captain Roche.
Captain Roche.
Yin
yeah.
Tang, the serpent of heavenly sunlight of gold standard shipping.
Right. I will look at him and be like, I believe I've heard your name, sir.
I would hope so.
Oh, you're only maybe the second elder dragon I've ever met in my life.
Which is the first?
Oh, acid back.
Oh, you watch this his eyebrow, like he kind of like nods. And he's pouring himself some tea along with you, and he kind of nods and goes, Acidback is of the company you could have found yourself in. I believe Acidback is a culpable. Enjoyable? He kind of cocks his head. Individual. A bit odd.
He's amenable compared to other dragons I've met.
This is a fair assessment. And so you're one of his princesses then, I assume?
Oh, no, I'm not any dragon's princess. As I said, I work for the Prince Division at Rampoon City Police Department.
Perhaps it is too forward, but would you like to be? He kind of brings the tea to his lips.
Second time I've been offered that.
Acid back, I assume?
Yes. No, I don't think I will, respectfully. It is strange for someone like me, and as I'm finding, very dangerous to do the work I do, but I'm finding I'm doing a lot of good where I am.
He kind of sets the tea cup back on the platter and goes, "That is a noble goal. I can respect that." He kind of shakes his head and goes, "In 1,000 years of my long life," he kind of turns and looks towards you, "I've never had someone just pop up into my life the way you have."
Apologies again for that. That was not how I was expecting the day to go.
Neither was I. Your life could make an interesting book. He stands up slowly.
Huh.
Do you wish to stay here for the night, or do you wish for me to find a way to get you home?
Oh. I should get home. I shouldn't take up more of your time. What district are we in?
We're in the Dragon Ward.
That's not so... I live in the Central Ward, don't I?
You live in the Heavens Ward.
Right. Yes, I'm in the Heavens Ward myself.
Regagon's Ward. I can arrange someone to drive you there if you wish.
Thank you very much. And thank you for being so understanding.
Thank you for not being a thief.
I imagine that would not have gone well for me.
No. He kind of looks to the tea and looks back and he goes, "In regard to remaining here, I would not have asked." Follow me. And he stands, he begins to move again with that sort of stride that he has. You just walk through it, and like the library is just never ending. Like you go down a flight of stairs and there's another section. It's just thousands upon thousands of books. He kind of stops and he goes, "Is there a book that would interest you?"
Wow. Wait, I remember now. I had a conversation about this with, where are my notes? With the guy who tested my princess stuff. Something about, I was asking about magic teachers.
Yeah, like kind of like places to learn magic.
Because mine's not a little bit unstable. I'll sort of be like, this princess stuff came rather suddenly, and with it came a lot of unexpected boons, I guess. I'll do a little thing where I'll flex my fingers and make a little bit of electricity run between them.
Ah, so you're a naturally occurring arcanist, then.
In a word. But there's a lot to learn. Especially in my line of work, I'd like to be better. I don't suppose you have any books that could help teach that sort of thing.
I might have one I could part with. Follow me. You watch as he kind of walks down one of the aisles, and eventually you follow him, and he hands you a book.
Okay.
It's called The Properties of the Core of the Cause.
Ooh, okay. Properties of the... That is a mouthful.
It is unauthored, and he hands it to you. It's probably 50 years old, you'd look, like looking at the publications. I cannot promise it will give you answers, but it could be a good place to start.
She'll hug it to herself. Thank you very much. How should I get this back to you when I'm done?
You can deliver it to the front of this building if you wish, or you can keep it. I have. And he kind of points over. You see there's like 5 other copies of the book. Several copies of various editions.
Oh. Well, if you would like it back, I'm sure you can send me word. Otherwise, thank you very much.
Of course. Let's get you into a car and home. As you walk down to him, you follow him down, and eventually the books do end, and you enter kind of like a, similar to Acid-Back, like a living space. And as you make your way through, you watch as he kind of rasps on a door, and you watch as a man opens the door. Probably like 40s maybe, man. Black hair, kind of cut. He's a little bit like, what's that guy? And Vinny from the Atlantis movie, kind of same cut, like black hair. No mustache, though. He's kind of got like a bit of a chin beard. And he kind of goes, Yitang. He's just like, could you drive this young woman home? And you watch this man kind of turns to you and goes, who is she? And he's like, thank you. And he walks away. He's like, Yitang, the humans kind of turns to you and goes, where do you live?
Heaven's Ward. I'll give him my address.
Okay, come with me. You see him turn into the building and go, Robin, I'll be back soon, okay? And you hear a voice inside go, okay. And he's like, follow me. Well, come on.
I'm following. Ah! What did they say his name was? Yitang?
The dragon's name is Yitang, yeah.
Yin Tang I have down here.
Yeah, it's pronounced Yitang.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'll probably write it phonetically just to make it easier on myself.
Yeah.
Phonetically.
You watch as you're walking down the hallway with this guy going down a big elevator. The building here is very traditional. Unlike Acid-Back's really, sleek and metal kind of glass and like modern sort of skyscraper feel, this is very much has a touch of design to it. As you hear the elevator door open, you hear the far off sound of like fountain water. And there's this whole feature, this entire wall of just water kind of coming down into the sort of main foyer area where you see people coming in and out and talking business. It's not a bank, but it seems to be some sort of like, trade hub of some sort. You can hear people far off like being like, yeah, I ordered 50 packages and blah, blah, like kind of talking about that. And like, it's just like, we have 5 boats coming in on the east side. I'm supposed to redeem this ticket just to make sure that the goods make it through. And like, it's sort of like that sort of business. It's not very high traffic, but it certainly is moving. As you make your way forward, the guy kind of turns to you, who you're following. He kind of turns and goes, so, are you a friend of Yitang's? Are you a descendant of a human that he knew, or?
Long story short, I was on a case. We encountered a creature, and it teleported me to his horde.
He kind of snores. He goes, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah, it's been a weird day.
Wow, you are lucky he did not kill you. All right, come on, in the back seat. And you watch as he cracks open a car outside in the front street.
So are you his driver?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm his assistant. I do drive him places when he doesn't want to fly.
Oh, so are you a prince?
Me? He kind of laughs. No. But my wife is.
Oh, I smile. Just like me.
He kind of cocks it. You?
Yeah.
And you're not, he kind of points up, you're not staying?
I have, it would be interesting, but I have other places I need to be. Is your wife one of his?
Yeah, we live with him. He's a nice guy.
Seems like it. Anyway, yeah, I'll get in the car and yes.
He kind of puts the car in the ignition and it revs. He goes, 1 of 26. And he puts down his foot on the gas pedal, and you guys start to go.
Wow. How many does Astaback have again?
Like 5.
26, jeez.
26 people, yeah.
Interesting that he doesn't break up the families.
Yeah, he seems like a nicer dragon than like the red one. Oh,
He was
God.
described as the most benevolent.
All right. Bryant, you were released from custody, quote unquote custody. And they give you like $20 for a taxi as well.
I'm going home.
Okay.
Bryant will find like a bunch of other texts being like, Bryant, answer. Bryant, are you okay?
He hasn't looked at his phone yet.
I'm out of spells.
So yeah,
All right.
taxi and he's going home.
Okay. Tanis,
Uh-huh.
as you're kind of just like putzing around and looking around, this is a nice forge. The actual blacksmith forge itself is in the shape of a dragon's mouth. It's really cool. Like the top is like the top of a dragon, the bottom is like the bottom jaw of a dragon, and inside is just this constantly burning hot forge. You hear Artemis kind of on the phone being like, and you hear him go, I know I never call. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No. No. No, I'm not going to your parties. Never. Kind of turns around and looks towards you. I have an elf here. He was in my shipment of gold that you sent me. Uh-huh. His name is... Fuck. What was your name again? He puts a hand over like the receiver.
Tanis.
Tanis. Sure. He hands the phone over towards you.
Sort of lackadaisical, deep exhale, and then put it to his ear.
Vero Tanis. You hear a deep voice respond back to you.
Baron Dramar.
What business do you have with my blacksmith?
None. I don't know how I got here.
I assume more of your police work hijinks got you into another tight spot.
That's the long and short of it.
Okay. Well, tell Artemis to let you out.
I just immediately pull the phone away from my ear. He says to let me out.
Yeah, I figured as much. Didn't know you guys were such good friends.
Blank stare. Well, I'll give you back now.
Consider this a sign of appreciation.
Oh, you're doing me a favor.
Artemis is neurotic. He's an artist. So, well. There's some silence on the other side and goes, Amelia's getting along with your kid.
They're going to be having a sleepover.
Hmm.
She's saying this in front of this dude.
Yeah, Artemis is just like, looks over and goes, shit. And goes back to drawing. I'll be sure to send Yagnar and maybe another, just an extra layer of protection. They won't get in your way, though.
I think just Yagnar will be fine.
Roll a persuasion check.
15?
You hear Baron go, with the way that your life seems to keep repeating such strange and absurd randomness, I think 2 guards would suffice. Respectfully. Stay out of trouble, Mr. Tanis. And Give Mama Rugigi my regards.
Sure thing. And respectfully, I think he's less likely to lose any fingers if he comes alone. Click.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Artemis turns
Yeah.
over.
Hand him back his phone.
He takes it and he snaps it and puts it in the drawer. Tell the door to let you out.
He opens his mouth to speak and then closes it and then... Oh. Well, for what it's worth, I'm sorry I disturbed you.
Just tell the door I'm tired of you. It'll know what to do next.
Insight.
Go ahead.
I want to know if the door's going to hurt me.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Damn.
You don't know, but he doesn't seem to give off an air that it would. You're not sure, even with the nat 20.
Fucking
He
Maw
doesn't-
opens up with teeth and it just eats him.
He doesn't seem to like you though, but not in like a hate way, and more of like a I've had enough of you being in my space, go away sort of attitude.
He didn't say would.
You made him have to call someone on the phone today. He's done.
Oh, God. Social interaction. Whew. Tanis will hold his hand up for this and sort of a gesture is like, sorry, I'll get out of your hair. And he'll go over to the door.
Right. You walk up the narrow path and you walk up to the door with no doorknob.
Your master is sick of me. Please let me out.
You begin to watch as the wood of the door kind of begins to twist into like a knot and kind of move with a sort of curvature and like almost like someone taking like a piece of fabric and twisting it. And you watch as slowly a face forms in the door. And you see a yawning bearded face kind of blink twice and stare at you and go, well, that's strange. I don't remember letting you in.
Well, that's probably because you didn't.
Oh, and yet you're here inside. Did you dig through the ground? Can you dig through the ground?
I think with great effort I could have, but that's not my prerogative, nor... I ended up here.
Ah, my. And you watch as the eyes of this wooden door kind of look towards you. I have not seen an elf for a good, maybe 200 years. They dress really interestingly now. No, where are my manners? And you watch as the door opens up.
Oh. I'll sort of step to the other side. Thank you very much.
Of course. What better use for a door than to be a portal to the inside or outside?
Indeed.
You watch the door closes. Take care, friend elf. May the rain not soak you to your bones.
I will take great care, and I will appreciate life's many doors.
You watch as the face just unravels back into a flat wooden door. You stand currently in what it looks like a plaza, like a park plaza that has empty lots where gardens would probably be. And surrounding you are these tall, really decrepit apartment buildings. Unlike the Crane Yard, these buildings look like they are just in a state of probably being demolished and rebuilt. They're all very condemned looking.
I'll zip up my jacket to hide my police uniform, and I'll look around and go, "Oh boy." Okay, let's get home.
Okay.
I'll look for roads to follow, I suppose.
Cal, for context,
Mm-hmm.
you ended up in the Fey Ward.
Oh boy. That is not a place Kel is familiar with.
No, you get lost for a really long time, but eventually you find your way to to the train and make your way home. All of you respectively make your way home. Gibby, you are driven and dropped off. Tanis, as you make your way through these giant skyscrapers, there's no one in them, and eventually you make your way to the city streets of the Devil Ward, and you're able to find a way home as well. Bryant, you're already home, and eventually, yeah, Zoran, you get home as well. You're all exhausted.
I just want to flop on my bed and then just grab my phone and call Durzub.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. Hi, Gibby. Roll a perception check for me.
Ooh. 10.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, shit. You hear a voice in the background go, I promise I'd get your money in like 5 days, okay? Ah! And you hear some shouting in the background. You hear Dursa go, can I call you back? It's kind of a bad time.
She's in her pillow. She's like, yeah, it's fine. Just wanted to check on you. Had a bit of a day. Talk to you later.
I'll call you back in like 2 minutes. And you're beep, beep.
I'm gonna
Sure enough.
shoot one more text before he calls me back to he's like, Bryant, you okay? Then I'll just wait for a minute.
You texted him?
Yes.
Nothing.
Eventually, the phone starts going off for you, Gibby.
Pick up.
Hey. Sorry, I was just doing some work.
How bad is he hurt?
Huh?
How bad is the guy hurt?
Let's not talk about that. You said you had a bad day.
We got attacked in the crane yard, and then I got teleported. And
Why are you going to the crane yard?
Gibby can't help but laugh a tiny bit. It's like, cause case.
Yeah, there's lots of K's there.
Anyway, there was a cloud thing, and it teleported us, and I met a gold dragon. No, I met the gold dragon, the elder.
Yutang?
Yeah, that's it. He was nice. He gave me food and tea. I'm glad he didn't kill me. Because I kind of popped into his hoard right in the middle of his gold.
Oh, I'm fucking Gibby. You got balls.
Thanks.
Wow. Do you want me to come over? Calm me down.
Yeah, why not? I'd probably just fall asleep once you get here, though, to be honest. Wouldn't
That's
mind the
perfectly
company,
fine.
though.
Do you want food?
Maybe a little. Be nice
Okay.
just to chat.
All right, make my way over.
All right.
Hold in there.
All right.
Beep, beep.
I'll do one more text to the group. I'm home safe. How about you guys?
I will actually hit the call button on the group.
Okay.
Oh, a group call?
Yep.
Okay. I will pick up.
Am I home at this point?
Yes, you are.
Kel will also pick up.
Of course, Bryant won't pick up.
Come on, Bosco. Come on. Be part of the dialogue. Come on. Bosco. 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 Is Bosco even here? Did he get up?
Bosco?
Oh,
Did
no.
you leave? He might have left because it was my turn. He thought, didn't think
He
he'd
might have,
leave.
yeah.
Well, when he gets
It's okay.
back.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
just
yeah.
pretend it's a Bryant thing.
Yeah.
You guys okay?
I'm fine.
Thank God. Where did you end up?
In a box of gold that was being used to make the red rings.
That's ironic.
Sneeze!
Kel, you said you're a demon now? What the hell?
Yes, I was summoned by a bunch of college students who needed help with an exam.
Oh my god.
They thought
so
I
they
was
tried-
a demon. I did not tell them no.
They tried to summon a demon to help them with their exams.
Yes, they were worried about their grades, but I taught them
Uh.
the meaning of friendship, and I gave one of them a boon to help them. And, told her to help them study, so, hoping for best.
Well, I guess I have no right to judge. I never went to school.
Interesting day you two had. I met the Elder Gold Dragon.
You think?
Did
Yeah. I popped right into his gold hoard.
huh?
It is like barging in on someone in the bathroom while they are naked.
He's a
I
very
imagine
weird
that's a
dragon.
sight not many people have seen.
He mentioned that. I'm glad he believed me and didn't think I was a thief. That was a bit of explaining to do. He gave me a book too. That was nice of him.
By the way, I do have some information related to our case. Little
Yeah?
bit. But, actually, I haven't done it to you two yet, but Michael would know all about this. So I have this thing where I can talk into your head as long as I've met you at least once. And, we met Miss Haley Alonso that time in Lady O's. So I used this sending spell, and I spoke into her head, and she was not happy.
Well, seeing as how
Whoa.
they were trying so hard to keep us away from her. Guess that makes
She
sense.
said specifically that she does not know what she saw, and that we heard someone named Zelvorin?
Zelverin, yeah.
Zelverin. Which I assume is that thundercloud that did whatever it did to us. I will try to contact her again tomorrow, try to explain, but I don't think we're going to make it back in there.
The way she talked, like when she said, "I don't know what I saw," was like not to be like, "Oh, I don't know, I can't give you information." It's more like, I don't know what I saw." Like she
Oh, I
doesn't
know.
seem to understand. Yeah, just to give you context.
That's why I'm going to contact her again tomorrow. But she's still a
Yes.
witness. She's just being difficult right now.
Yeah, that's probably ultimately the best way. I mean, we got through that by the skin of our teeth. The
I
fuck
can
were those
only-
things?
I can only do it twice per day, so in 50 words or less, I have to plead our case to Miss Alonso.
Or we could find out where she's going to be next.
I mean, if she's even going to leave the place knowing we're looking for her.
She wouldn't want to stay there long, would she? That's basically being tantamount to being trapped.
If she considers herself safe, then if it is home, then honestly, she'd probably be fine.
Wait,
Besides, I think our long-legged friend would be safeguarding her wherever she goes. I would wager
That-
he is the shadow I saw on the camera.
what about him? We talked and met him. Maybe you could try talking to the Neo guy too.
I think he's about equally as inclined to talk to us.
I don't know.
The first step is going to be explaining why I attacked their little guard cloud.
Well, self-defense is a good start.
I thought you were dead.
Hmm.
I would have torn the whole place asunder if I had not been swallowed up myself.
For the record, I don't think anything's that powerful to just kill you instantly. If they are, I think we'll know.
I mean, ancient dragons, Casmodius, the tower, Baron Dramar, probably Mamoru Gigi. No. She would destroy us.
Yeah, the thing is, we all know what they could do to us. I don't think some random thundercloud just swallows us up and boom, we're dead instantly.
Yeah, you never know. The world is weird.
Well, at any rate, I'm glad you guys are okay. Wish Bryant would pick up his phone. I assume he's okay. It's just my hunch, but
I don't know. And
It's at this point I'll turn on the TV.
You do see news reports today. A man was found on top of a skyscraper dangling for dear life. And it reports everything. And you see Bryant climbing down.
At
Tannis,
some
you're
point,
like-
at some point, I'll just hold the receiver up to the television.
You just hear Gibby laughing, like, "Are you kidding me?"
Okay, so he is fine, but probably very, very pissed off.
Okay. As long
Moreover,
as it's that.
I would just like to know what that was.
Clouds are the thing before.
The clouds. It swallowed us. It swallowed up each of us and spat us out in different places across different wards. What can even do that?
There had to be some type of magic.
It's a hell of a
Well,
security
clearly.
system.
It must be allied with Haley.
Wait, was it just an elemental? You said it seemed like the wind was coming from one.
It was primordial magic. So yeah,
Hmm.
this was an elemental.
We could
Probably
look
the
into it.
guardian of the synagogue.
Yeah, we
We
should
could-
we should look into it.
I will do what I can tomorrow to try to get through to Miss Alonso. Let me know if you two find anything.
Will do. Yeah, let's reconvene tomorrow. I could use a proper night's rest.
Agreed.
Okay.
I assume the chief is going to have some questions for us too.
Probably more for Michael than us. I mean, okay, so there might be a chance those college students might put up, not really wanted posters, but like, have you seen this demon? And it might be a bad drawing of my face, just putting that out there.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. All right, guys, I'm heading out. Night.
We'll see you tomorrow.
You
I
hear a
will.
knock at your door, Gibby. Like a big, heavy knock at your door.
I will look out the peephole, though I don't really need to.
Yeah, you just see like a tie and like a suit, and you're like, ah, yes, of course.
I will open the door and just immediately be like, not a glomp, but just like, hug. Just
Oh,
wrap my
okay.
arms around his middle, just like, hi.
He just pats your back twice, and he goes, I brought calzones.
Just mumble, thank you.
Okay, and wine. He holds up a bottle.
Double thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
Yeah.
And close the door.
All right. Brian, is there anything that you would like to do?
Yeah, sleep.
Okay. Just making sure.
Go check on Kobe.
No, actually, the first thing he's gonna do is fall asleep when he goes home.
All right.
Immediately, just
Tannis, your daughter's
Yeah.
not there. She's at Rukiki's, you assume.
oh boy. and I don't have a car, do I?
And you called though, and you're like, hey, like I'm gonna be gone for a while. So
Yeah,
You know.
I said next afternoon, so depending on what time it is right now.
you guys all
Yeah.
sleep for the night. Swirling nightmares of those strange creatures in the crane yard and the various different places you ended up swirling in your mind. As your witness resists your interview, and your culprit eluding you, you guys bed down for the night, and that is where we're going to end the session for tonight.
Oh, that went so differently than I
Bye,
thought.
Austin.
Bye, Austin.
Goodbye, Austin.
The moment you guys are like, let's go to the crane yard, let's go find this person, I'm like, oh, fuck, guys. I'm like, I couldn't say anything. I'm like, okay.
It was fun.
I got to meet the gold dragon. That was cool.
Dude,
This-
I would love to read off the ones you could have seen.
Like I was more like, please don't be the red one. Please don't be the red
It
one.
could have
For the
been.
love
I
of
was
God,
so
don't be the red
scared,
one.
dude.
That was the one. It's just like not him, any one of them, but him.
Episode
This
30.
Yeah, episode 30.
This kid is our only lead.
And she will find that Kel is very persistent, and unlike Bryant, she can't stop him.
She's gonna get for like weeks and weeks now if she doesn't answer. Hello, please come talk to us.
we went to Lady O's and talked to her about Haley,
Yeah.
but we couldn't really schedule a meeting though.
Yeah, because it
Uh,
seems
Lydia
like
wouldn't.
it's less of like, they schedule meetings and more of like she probably just comes in and sells stuff and then goes. So like how do you schedule that?
At this point,
Just-
Kel's sending spell's probably our best bet.
Or staking someone out in front of Lady Odelia's place.
I think that might be our best bet, honestly.
Just be like, "Dang, can I work part time for a while? Yay!"
An
boy.
episode
Kel is
where
now
you
a
guys-
demon patron.
Dude, an episode where you guys have to work as ghost salesmen. Like
Ooh, hello there.
Holy.
Would you like this
Oh, I found-
poltergeist?
So I found-
I'd swear it's in this box.
So
I
I
can't see
found
it.
the list of dragons you could have possibly gotten if you had depending on how you rolled. And I believe you rolled a 4 is what you got. So so 6, there's 6 options. Number 1, red.
It's like, no,
Number
I don't wanna
2.
meet him.
Number 2, blue. Number 3, black. Number 4 that you got, gold. Number 5, brass. And number 6, I get to pick.
Ooh.
Just like
Out of-
literally,
out
just
of-
like I may not leave if I get the red dragon. It's just like, oh, I'm fucked. I don't know how to talk myself out of this one.
So, what were you gonna say, Connor?
If you're willing to share, which one would you have picked?
Probably the blue.
Hmm.
Interesting. Ha!
Hallam, no chance in landing in Ivan's Daki Makura collection. I'm assuming it says Daki Makura.
Daki
Right?
Makara.
Daki
Body
Makura.
pillows.
He has body
Yeah.
pillow collection.
And want a Daki Makara for Christmas.
Oh man, you guys learned a lot of stuff though.
We learned that we're probably not going to get into the synagogue anytime soon.
I think next episode's gonna be a research episode potentially.
Research, so much freaking research going through old books and old documents.
Kel
Also
is just
speaking
going to constantly pester.
Also, speaking of research, just so you have it for your notes, because I know you're a big note person. I'm just gonna give you this. Oh shit! Shit. That was the name said in the sending spell back to you.
Zilverin.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In hindsight, Kel's demon name should have been Zelkorin. Can we retcon that?
No. You
Aw,
made your choice. I'm sorry.
Kaizorin.
They've already printed off the posters. They can't change it now.
Oh, I hope that comes up in the future. I will play into it.
Good game, guys. This is really fun.
Again, so not how I expected that to go.
And for
Like,
once, I
where-
didn't constantly roll natural ones.
Yeah.
It's because you had a demonic
That was-
patron.
That was a refreshing change. Thanks, Roll20.
Thanks, Roll20.
All right. Well, I guess we should round off the night. Bosco, where can they find you?
They can find me at Ed Bosco VA on both Instagram and Twitter, and then right here on twitch.tv/Edward Bosco.
Excellent. Argolf, where can they find you?
I am Orkolf everywhere except where I am not.
Brain short circuited for a second. I was expecting a bit and didn't get it, so I had to rewire myself. All right. Anyway, Sarah, where can they find you?
I am on Twitter at Sarah with an H and with an E, Willia. Yeah.
Excellent. Monty, where can they find you?
You can find me at Monty Glue on Twitter and twitch.tv/MontyGlue.
And they can find me on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube.com/DistortionDevil. I stream Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tomorrow is going to be Monster Hunter. All right. With that, I'd like to once again thank our sponsor for this episode, Die Hard Dice. Die Hard Dice has a lot of incredible products, including polymer and metal dice carrying cases, magnetic folding dice trays to keep your rolling surfaces and your dice safe for years to come. Also have a dice tower, which you can just drop your dice in there and it'll roll it. Very fun.
Wait, I forgot. I was off cue. There we go.
And that's what they sound like.
Yeah. Sure that quality?
Oh, yeah. You can hear the quality when you roll them. You can find all that over at dieharddice.com. And if you use the affiliate code EXPECTAPR, you can get 10% off your order price when shopping at dieharddice.com. All right. And with that, I think it's time to read off some bits and subs. Don't know where we last left off.
Hellfang, I think.
Hellfang. All right. Pegleg Bob, thank you for the 50 bits. I wonder if the synagogue is going to be painted cool. Oh, I bet there is like a mural or something. That would be really cool to see. But we're not gonna get to know for a while, I imagine. Hellfang Wolf, thank you for the 100 bits. So is Arkolf the real world equivalent of a fish out of water character?
When it comes to food, yes.
Ooh.
I know some stuff.
So many things to shove in your face. Viridian Winter, thank you for the 100 bits. Ketchup is the single greatest condiment, and you can't convince me otherwise. Why would we? Because you're right. Pupusa Monkey, thank you for the 13 months. I'm late. What did I miss? Everything. Zacko Duo, thank you for the 13 months. Arch Requiem D, thank you for the 100 bits. Is this a giant version of Uncle's Rare Finds?
I don't know what that means.
I don't. It sounds familiar, but I can't. Is that like a Jackie Chan Adventures reference? I think it might be.
One more thing.
One more thing. I love
One more thing. Ow! The Percisizer, thank you for the 400 bits. Episode title, is there a window nearby? The One Free Man, thank you for the 200 bits. Great scene, Bosco. The Percisizer, thank you for the additional 200 bits. Another episode title. What is it? What's the episode title? You can't just leave me hanging here. What's the episode title? Percisizer? Cat Thulu, thank you for the 3 months. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 100 bits. When Alan Sherman rises from the grave to fight the living, but starts by singing, "Hello, Mutta. Hello, Fada." Here I am at Dead House Sonata.
Dead House Sonata's entertaining.
And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining.
Oh, I forgot to switch this over to the slideshow.
All right, Stellar Coyote. Yeah. You get points from me for that one.
That one was good. I like that one.
That got a legit chuckle out of me. That used to be my mom's ringtone for a long time. Offbreaker John, thank you for the 100 bits. When college students see Kel, thus a chase scene begins as the college students have nets with them. Kitty Cat Gundam, thank you for the 10 bits.
Me.
You'll never catch me. Kitty Cat Gundam, thank you for the 10 bits. Episode title, From the Frying Pan into the Fire. Zenlita, thank you for the 200 bits. Episode title, Hang in There. Burnout Vaughn, thank you for the 100 bits. Need someone to stake out Lady O's. I know a warlock for that, just saying. Ooh. Dread Hunter 335, thank you for the 300 bits. Gibby gets transported to the ultimate librarian's place. Bryant gets transported on top of a building, and Tanis now knows where to get a red ring. Interesting stuff. I initially just assumed they were just random things, but I suppose they have a bit more significance now that I know they're made with highly enchantable metal. Okay, Dread Hunter. Wait, no. Actual RNG. Thank you for the Prime sub. Stellar Coyote. Thank you for the 100 bits. I'm so proud of that pun. You should be. It was fun. And Joe Mojo. Thank you for the 100 bits. What do you call someone obsessed with French culture? Oui, Abu. And that's all we got right there.
Nice.
More like a oui, Abu.
We have boo. All right, is that all the bits and subs?
I believe so.
Wow, we're ending it really on a high note with that joke, aren't we? I actually have someone we could raid.
Who that?
We could raid Caitlin.
Yes,
Yeah.
let's raid Caitlin.
She's playing Stardew Valley. What do we want the raid message to be?
Oh. If you
Window!
do it, I could totally run downstairs and you can hear me yell through her door. Raid!
It's boobs with not zeros but actual
Yeah.
O's, right?
It's zeros.
I will
Oh,
post it in the chat for you. The
totally
Prince
gonna
Division
do
general
that.
chat.
Thank you.
I'm totally gonna run downstairs and yell raid through her door.
Will you? All right, yeah, you guys live right next to each other, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait to hear her. I'm gonna go now. Hang on.
Okay. Doing it now. Sarah's gonna run off and be a goblin. All right, there's a raid message.
Woo!
Sarah, be our agent of chaos. All right, take care, everybody.